All right, boys. It's episode number 77 of the most exciting paintball podcast you've ever heard. Because, well, most of the time, it's not really about paintball. Welcome to From the Sidelines. I'm your host, Ryan Mafia. We're back again. It's another episode with just the boys tonight. We got our, two main co-hosts. They're always here. I got to bring in Hatch first because Hatch is under the weather tonight. It is his flu game. It is his sick game. Talk us through it, buddy. What's going on over there?
Yeah, I'll probably explain later in the show about how I thought I was gonna die, no joke. But we're here living. I definitely got through the worst part of it, and only on the up from here.
All right. What you sent me a temperature yesterday. What was your temperature that you sent in?
It wasn't too crazy. I think it was like 101.9. So it's like not like the craziest. Like
102.
That's what I took at like last night. So
I feel like that's pretty hot. I mean, our medical colleague, our medical consultant, whatever the fuck he is, Brando Baird. Welcome in, buddy. He could, is that a high temperature? Is that a low temperature?
It's nothing to bitch about, but
exactly.
It's all right. It's a little warm.
You gotta give us 30 seconds at least before you curse. That's the only rule there is, Brandon.
Oh, fuck.
God damn it, you're making it worse. Well, there goes monetization. We don't want that shit anyways. But so it's not that bad. It's kind of bitch made, honestly.
Yeah,
kind of. I mean, my medical profession opinion.
Which I don't know what that is, by the way. Shout out Schwartz Cable for completely pointing you out wrong last week, or not wrong, but correcting your terminology. That's a better way to say it. Medical professional.
Is he a doctor? I don't think so.
I think he's
I have a coffee cup that says doctor. So
paramedic EMT, something like that. I don't know. One of those combination of words.
Oh no! But do you have a doctor mug? I got a doctor mug.
Is that all you need?
105. That's when it starts to get bad. That's all I need.
That's
to know.
the danger zone. 105.
You're deep into the danger zone already, but
you're highway to the danger zone at 102. So that's what I'm hearing.
No way, 102.
You're right there.
Damn,
but that's
really?
what I mean. You're highway too. You're getting there. You're not there yet, but you're on the road.
Now, did you use a regular thermometer or a rectal thermometer?
I think.
Does it matter?
Do you tell the difference? Does that even matter?
It does. Yes, the taste matters. Yes, absolutely.
For sure,
obviously
that's
the taste
true.
Matters, dummy.
I'm just curious.
I mean, I feel like you could use a normal thermometer as a rectal thermometer,
and vice versa.
Is that a thing?
So
okay.
Yeah, sure.
Learning things today, ladies and gentlemen.
I use my mouth, so non-rectal.
That's good.
Thank God.
Is that as accurate though, Brando?
I'm gonna say no.
It's not
because I like the rectal stuff better.
God, what happened to you today, buddy?
Preference.
You okay? How are your surgeries today? You guys had a lot of jokes or something? Okay.
We're
feeling good. All right.
We're going.
No, I love it. We're just it's a lot of anus talk, right out the gate. It's a little scary.
I feel like we haven't had a lot the last couple shows. So
we were trying to be professional last week, but yeah, we got that out, and now we're just fucking shit talk right out the gate. So welcome back From the Sidelines, guys. This is what you expect from us. You also expect us to talk about our lovely sponsors every week. We got to talk about Liquid IV. Bringing them up first tonight so Brandon can get one ready to go. The famous hydration multiplier that we use on the show and at the field. We love it. They've got all the great flavors over at liquidiv.com. Go check it out. Use code Mafia_Moffitt. Save yourself some dough. So go check it out over there. Brandon's going to be making one in the background. So check out the video feed as well if you want to see how easy it is to get hydrated with Liquid IV. Our other sponsor tonight, NECTR Energy, NECTR. I got a pack of those back here. The little awesome energy pouch. It's got caffeine and a neurotropic in it to help pep you up and get you good to go. We'll talk about them more later on as well in the show, but head over to the website, NECTR.energy, NECTR.energy. That's the website over there. Use code MafiaProductions if you want to save some money. But yeah, same thing. We'll talk about them more later. And last but not least, we got Welts Clothing. You see them on the screen. Head over to weltsclothing.com and use code FTS. Save yourself some money. Shout out the boys down in Texas. Thank you for your sponsorship and helping to present the show. So, boys, get into it. It's just us. There was tryouts. There was a lot of things that happened. We got to talk about Fishtank later on. I don't know Brandon knows about it. Hatch doesn't, so that's gonna be fun to go through. Also, if you're an audience member, stay tuned for that because goddamn, it is wild. We also let's talk about this at the beginning of the show because I don't know if you had yours ready, but I got a lovely thing in the mail today.
I have mine in my office. Fuck.
The Joy of Paintball, Volume 2, shout out, or Issue 2, not Volume 2, by Clint Riddle. So yeah, that arrived today. Finally got in the mail. So we have our shout out in here, but I was looking through it earlier. There's a lot of awesome like articles, and he's got some really great portrait work that he did, as well as you can even got like coloring pages, which you know is kind of cool. I may adult ADHD do that at some point. So Wheel of Fortune thing. But yeah, no, it's an awesome little piece. It's really well printed. I like the kind of the gloss it's on, and I feel like this is one of those like pieces of like paintball history that, similar to this disc back here, it's like cool. Like I was there when that came out, or I was able to get a copy of that like piece of our paintball history. I like paintball history. If you can't tell, it's kind of my thing.
I think it's like the perfect size for like whenever people come over, you just leave that little random reading material at the center coffee table. That would be like my perfect centerpiece to that.
Yeah, it's a good size for that. I do like. I don't know if you guys have seen what's going on with Great American Paintball Gap. Alex Frazier is bringing that back, but he's gone the other way and made it's going to fill up the coffee table, so you have to look at it. I'm excited as well to get my hands on a copy of that because it's such a cool idea. It's going to be a huge newspaper size. Like we're talking maybe not that quite big, but you'll have to go look at the pictures. I think there's a couple on just Gap Paintball or Great American Paintball, something like that on Instagram. I'll have to find it, maybe add it to the description. But yeah, no, that's print media. It's coming back. We're actually like making cool creative things again. So yeah, shout out Clint. We wanted to give you one for that. We appreciate it. Also, hey, I like this quote, and I'm gonna read it because we were just talking about him. But Alex Frazier, the stakes are not high enough to sacrifice having a good time, and I feel like Hatch definitely enjoys that when he goes out and plays.
Amen. That's a fact, dude. Alex Frazier, man. I probably said it so much to where it sounds like I need like a goddamn dick rider's license or something. But dude, the guy, I aspire to be like that. His whole ideology on the game is just what I want to live by. It's just so it's cool that paintball has a guy that's been around long enough in the game at the highest level. I don't really know how else to say it.
No, I mean it's well, it's funny because if you asked like people during the early 2000s, they would have said Alex is a very intense, competitive dude because he was. But definitely as he's gotten older, he's now understood the joy. And I think COVID too, it kind of took it away, and it was like, oh, I really fucking love playing that. I like when I get to play that. It's fun. Like it's something that I really need in my life. And so yeah, so no, it's dude, it's cool. This is paintball. It does this. It has its roller coaster hills and valleys, and we're definitely going through one of those moments right now. Will it keep going up? Will it go down? I don't know. But things like the podcasts that are going on, the print media stuff that's happening, like we're definitely rising. I feel like stuff's going on. Activity is happening. It seems.
I agree, and it's more active the paintball is the better. Obviously. With what Verbal's been posting, all the fucking Nightball shit where it's glow in the dark shit,
as well as the
insane,
as well as he's doing like a vlog type series with PB Fit during like the off season, which has been awesome.
Yeah.
Just different type of stuff. I think I've talked about it on the podcast, but I have started researching the next Bob Long video. I got off the phone, and maybe we'll talk about it later, with Brandon's dad the other day. We had a 2-hour phone call about Bob Long in the early days of the Iron Man. So took a lot of notes during that. Have one of my doc sheets starting to get filled up again. Already have a couple pages of like timeline and different markers and stuff he released, and yeah, starting to get all that together. So more videos from that type of WDP format, balls format will be coming soon. Hope I get my head around it, because it's a fucking huge story to tell. If you're kind of newer into the game and you don't realize all the things that Bob Long did, it's a lot. It's pretty much not since the beginning, but years after, just very close to the beginning of the game. So it's a long history to tell, but I think it's going to be a great video. It's a cool story to tell, and that's what I liked about the WDP too. Is like there was cool things that happened that kind of made it like, oh, this is dramatic. There's actually like some type of, emotional story here that people would want to watch.
I'm excited to see it because that was just so much before my time that I just don't really know, and a lot of people that are around me don't know the history either. So I think it's gonna be really cool, and it's definitely gonna be very enlightening to see how much paintball has really changed, especially from when Bob Long was probably dominating the marker field.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things, and I'm trying to research it more, but it was first brought up by Brandon's dad, and I actually was able to find on Play the Game podcast where Bob talks about it. Bob Long invented the fucking pod pack, bro. Like putting pods behind your back, around your butt. That was something that he invented.
No way.
The thing that everyone does today. Yeah, he was the first dude to have the idea and come up with it. So it's like little things like that, and there's multiple examples of that along the way where he kind of developed something that was, oh, that's good. And then everyone's like, well, shit, now we got to make our version of it.
He has his fingers in a lot of stuff that it's like the foundation of stuff that we're using now or have developed to today's standards and everything. It's cool.
Yeah. Well, and I was gonna say even too, like kind of the history of like, the Iron Man in the early days is crazy too. Like I got into that with your dad, and he went in and kind of told me a little more and stuff that you guys will see in the doc about the whole split between Bob Long and Bob Long's Iron Man and SC Iron Man. And that's a crazy fucking story. That's like a Suits freaking, like business drama script that someone wrote. So that'll be crazy to be able to tell. But it's, yeah, no, it's a lot of shit happened this game before we even showed up, Hatch, and I thought I knew a lot of it. Yeah. Turns out I only knew about half. There's like 20 more years of history I need to learn.
So since Bob Long invented like the pod pack, who invented like the mask, that we wear? Who got tired of getting shot in the fucking teeth enough to put on a mask?
I actually don't know that one off the top of my head. Correction with the pod pack, it wasn't like the traditional pod pack you see today. There was like revisions of it, so they called it a harness back in the day. But yeah, I mean, essentially that's what it was. It was the first time anything like that was used.
Ammo carrier.
Yeah, they did a lot of crazy stuff back in the day. Just trying to get things better and faster. What did you ask me about, Hatch? Sorry.
Are we talking about the whole mask thing?
Mask situation,
like, who was like, you know what? Fuck it. We need to start wearing masks.
I'm not fully sure. Because I don't take my word on this, but I believe
someone had to have caught one down the throat.
Oh, dudes did. Yeah, that happened. Like, and crazy enough, in the early days of paintball, there were guys who went out there with no eye protection either. They just went out there and sent it.
That is fucking crazy.
I mean, there was a lot less paint going on, and they definitely, they didn't think about it like that. But yeah, they started then wearing like welding glasses and stuff as kind of like the first early protection. Yeah, I'm thinking it's either, well, because the way I'm thinking about it, I think in 1995, the ESPN World Championship video, I believe there's some dudes wearing masks in that. I don't think everyone is, but I think there's like, that's the first time I see.
Is that the Turtles one?
No, that's the one with Philly and, or not Philly at the time. It was just the All-Americans, but All-Americans and Iron Man.
Okay, because I remember even in that World Cup videos with the Iron Man versus the Turtles, like not everybody was wearing a mask, and that one I think was like 90.
That's 96, I believe.
I think so, yeah.
I believe. I'm not fully sure, but yeah.
And even some of those guys aren't even really wearing a full mask. Some of them are still just wearing just the glasses.
I saw a head shake, Brandon. Did you just confirm for me?
Yeah. Some guys are not wearing the whole mask, just the goggles.
But there are like mask wearers still, right? Like it's kind of fizzling in. Like it's almost like when the helmet rule came out in NHL. Like some guys started to wear it, and then some guys were like, "Nah, I played for 10 years with just goggles on, kid. I don't give a fuck." And then those dudes eventually retired. So now we all are smart and wear masks.
Brain damage.
Yeah, I don't know if there was like a grandfather rule. I don't know when they implemented it, but I'm assuming it was implemented to wear the whole face, the goggles that we have now, by the league for safety or something.
Probably at some point along the way. Yeah. I just don't know the exact date, but I know like they were starting to trickle in like 93, 94. That was like the first year you started seeing those instead of just goggle design type stuff, I feel like.
Yeah, and they had the option to wear it or not. And I remember talking to my dad about it, and he said that, yeah, he's willing to, the guys are willing to, you get a bounce off the cheek or like a broken tooth or something, like there's money on the line, like absolutely willing to sacrifice a tooth for it.
But and I'm also guessing just, like most back guys would do that just so they could be louder because, like ventilation and stuff wasn't really like a research thing yet. So speaking through some of those early masks probably was really hard.
For sure. Yeah. They're harder. It was like plastic, dude. It was straight plastic. Even the little like
molded, like
the front one, it wasn't a whole like what the JTs are now. I remember seeing like there's just a little bit of plastic right in front of the mouth. Everything else on the side was open.
Just don't really get to breathe.
Yeah. I remember there was this one mask that I thought was kind of cool where it was like
angel eyes.
Had these switches on the side, no joke.
And it would
directionally aim the hearing. Or it was like if you needed to hear in front of you, you could like turn a dial and it would.
Yeah, like, I'm pretty sure it was Protos, right? Back in the day, it was the mask that they made. Proto was a company before. I think they got bought out by Dye eventually.
Yeah, they did get bought out by Dye.
But I believe the mask they made had the little flip dial thing that you could like hear behind you. Oh, I gotta hear in front of me now. It's kind of a gimmick. I don't know how well it worked, but some type of innovation.
What? As a front guy, would I want it to
be behind or forward
or right? Because I feel like I get a lot of info just trying to listen.
Split them.
If I'm in the snake, yeah.
When everyone's on the wire, this one's split forward, and then that way, so you can hear the guy running up.
Dude,
you're just getting a headache because your brain is like, what the fuck is happening?
I could picture like one of those like scenarios where it's like you never get in gaming where it's like the backwards headset shit where it's like he's like running right, but you're like, oh shit, and turning left.
Yeah, you think he's right behind you.
The backwards headset. Man, that would suck.
There's no way people are actually playing like that, right? Jesus.
Playing like how? Playing like what? Explain it. This is an audio show.
Yeah. Sorry, no, like the backward headsets, because I've heard that like a pro COD player or something that does that. I'm like, ain't no way. I don't know.
I think it's just like a roast for when someone is that fucking garbage and you just kind of break their ankles. You're like,
kind of a roast.
Backwards headset.
Also, like I've seen headsets before where it's really hard to tell like which way is front and back. So like if you're just throwing it on real quick, I can see how you just for like a second or two be like, oh fuck. It's not on the right side.
Yeah.
Jesus. What a noob.
I know. Could not be me. I have a wired headset. I know every time.
Wireless, baby. It's the future, Hatch.
Dude, just like my mouse. I've had this headset since I was like a sophomore in high school, dude.
Dude, you say that every time we talk about headsets. You always bring up the Astros live forever, baby.
They do. And I can't even imagine like what I would even get if they broke. Probably like SteelSeries, maybe.
Another Astros.
Don't get Beats. Whatever you do.
Yeah, like don't get those.
Get like those like $500 fucking like studio recording Beats.
Dude, people who wear those
are
pretty gay. Let's be real. I'm sorry. It's the truth.
What?
They like taking stuff in the butt.
That's true. Guys who wear Beats by Dr. Dre. And usually they wear blue sweatshirts too. Like that is usually kind of a common theme that you'll see as well.
I also wear Beats for my travel headset, so you know what I'm saying.
And he wears a blue sweater with it too, so
that is very
audio
true.
Listeners, we're roasting Brandon. That's the joke.
Well, actually,
welcome to the
joke. From the sidelines hoodie, I usually wear that.
Yeah, which you can pick up at XXV. Actually, we don't have hoodies right now. I just realized that. We just have t-shirts at the moment. We got to figure that out. But we did just drop the new one. If you guys haven't seen that, head over to XXV The Label. We have the Stabbers Don't Get Stabbed shirt, which is live and available now. So yeah, you can not get stabbed because you're a stabber. Stabbers don't get stabbed. Yep. Stabbers do sometimes get stabbed, but only by higher ranked stabbers. So really, you're still not getting stabbed because it's another stabber. It's a whole thing.
As long as you get your get back, you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And so,
I feel like AK just joined the call trying to explain that. Has he dropped his
very true.
lure thing? His like greed lure? Dude, do you remember that week where he would say everything and
I
then
still
lure?
will say it, pop it off every once in a while because it's just a fucking funny.
It can be,
random
but
meme
dude, he was
saying everything,
every
dude.
word.
Dude, he'd be like, "Oh man, I forgot the password to my emailer," and I'm like, "Come on, bro, come on."
I'm gonna grab a pen lure and then right lure, the down lure, the reset lure, code
he's like,
lure.
Dude, I'm lagluring. It's like, oh my
like,
god,
bro, what are you saying? Use English.
Chill out, my guy. But
I like how AK left the show 75 episodes ago and we're still roasting him.
How crazy is that?
You can never leave, AK. You're never gone.
Spiritually here forever.
That's true, man. Yo, speaking of AK, I did something I feel like he would appreciate today, and that was a good segue. Look at me, guys. I'm doing hosting duties. I went trap shooting. You guys ever shot trap? You guys ever shot shotguns back in the day out in the sticks?
Never.
Shot skeet, international trap, or clay, sporting clay. I think that's another name. I don't know. Just throwing them all out there.
I just remember shooting shit in my friend's backyard. But we didn't have we had things where we had to throw them up and then shoot them.
Yeah. So like there's many different levels to it, I feel like, because that's the, like we actually back in the day near my grandparents' house, they have a levee, and so we would just go up there and they had a little like thrower and just throw stuff off the levee over the orchard. There's nothing out there. It's a 200-acre orchard of trees. So that's that's how that was the first ever clay pigeon type thing I shot. But then there's like actual fields you can go to. Like trap is kind of cool. It's one of the ones that I've shot the most, so it's one of the ones I'm most comfortable with. But there's a bunker in front of you, so there's 5 stands. You stand at one of the posts, you take 5 shots from each post, and then you go to the next one. So that's the shooting positions. And then in front of you there's this house. There's a bunker in the ground. It's a concrete type bunker that comes up a little bit. It's called the trap house. Fuck yeah, love that name. In there sits a thrower that rotates, so it constantly rotates back and forth the whole time, and so you never fully know where the bird is going to come out. It's always going to be within this different direction of the angle as that thing is constantly rotating. So that's trap. There's also stuff like skeet, which I think it puts it in a different place. So the thrower isn't directly in front of you. It could be, I think, behind you or even to the side of you in different places. There's also sporting clay, which is more it's kind of like golf almost, where it's you go to a station and at that station there's different throwers set up, and then you try to hit those targets, and then you move to another setup almost that'll have 2 more things that are going different angles, but they're more set every time, if that makes sense. So it's not as random as the other ones. So yeah, it's shotgun shooting sports. It's a whole thing. A lot of people spend a lot of money on it every year, just very similar to paintball. But yeah, went out to Coon Creek, which is the local I know that's the name right now. Yep, Coon Creek, hell yeah. But that's the name of the local trap field. So went out there, bought some shells. Yeah, no, it was fun. I didn't shoot all that great today.
How much are shells now?
So, I mean, they also sell shells out there, so it's kind of different too, because you're buying them. Inflated. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So theirs were, I think, $13.25. So $13 for a box. So yeah, I bought 3 and then just did 3 rounds.
That's okay.
And then a round is, like I said, it's 5x5, so it's 25 shells. So you just shoot a box for a round.
How fast are the targets being shot?
I should know that, but I have no fucking clue. If I vaguely remember from high school, because that's when I was actually on a team and did it more seriously, I think it's above 30 miles per hour, but I want to say it's below 60. That's my range. I don't know the exact, but I'm going to say it's kind of in that range. So it goes pretty fast. That thing moves. And you also, you got to get on it quick too, because if it gets too far out, then your shot, the bird shot that's in there is going to disperse wider. And so it's going to be, harder to actually hit it, because also it's slowing down as the air resistance and all that stuff is starting to kick in. So you want to get on it as quick as you can.
You said high school? Was that a part of high school?
So I didn't have that class.
Because I live in a certain city. I think I've said it before, but I'm not gonna say it right now. I don't know why. But because I live in a certain city, our school district wouldn't allow our high schools to have a trap team, but other teams in the area do. So like other school districts around the area do have a high school trap team. So what I did is I went to Auburn Trap Club, and they have a team called the Auburn Gold Miners it's kind of for kids who aren't like able to shoot through a school, so that way you can still compete at the like same events that are like high school and that level, but you don't, you're still on a team. It's not like you're just going and showing up by yourself. And That's wild. It helps because you have a coach, a dude who practice and mandated things like that.
Yeah, I don't think my high school would have allowed that. I mean,
it's crazy that I even tried starting a paintball club at my high school. Ready for this? I tried starting a paintball club, and they actually, I went like all the way up to like, I don't know, whatever the fucking level is for school that would like start clubs and whatever.
Superintendent.
Sure. I was like, yeah, I want to start a paintball club.
Not that.
And they go, yeah, no, that it needs to be educational. And I said, dude, there are people fucking Naruto running in the anime club. Like, what the fuck? How is that educational at all?
Yeah, I was gonna say our school had like Magic the Gathering club. That's
like,
dope.
How is that useful?
It's cool.
Whatsoever?
It's a vibe, but I don't think it's helpful.
But the paintball club, they just were not about it. They instantly shut me down. Instantly.
So again, my high school wasn't cool with it either. Like I didn't shoot for my high school. Like we didn't shoot for our team, but there was like facilities for that around because Placer County, we're kind of redneck up here in Northern California. Hell yeah, out here in the sticks.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
See that's something I picture down in the south.
No, I know. Yeah, it's
not so here in California. That's surprising.
Well, and what's also surprising is there's kids who from this area have gotten full ride schools to D1 colleges to go shoot because they just shoot trap. Yeah, I'm not shitting you because it is a legit Olympic sport. Like it is a real thing that has a competitive industry. It just is not one that you know about.
It's in the Olympics. Oh my god,
where are you going? What happened there?
If an Olympic shooter came and was like, "Oh, I won gold," and oh la dee da, go fuck yourself. Oh whatever, go play a real sport. All right, so. Relax.
Did you just have a fucking stroke, bro? You good? Like what happened there?
He does not like trap shooting.
He tismed out.
I'm jealous you were able to shoot a gun in high school and I didn't.
Again, it wasn't at my high school. I wasn't at like my first period. Like, let's go, boys. Like, no.
Well, teacher.
Have you guys seen those videos of them like doing like crazy trap shooting trick shots where they'll throw like 5 clay pigeons up in the air and then just go and just get all 5 of them? That's just fucking insane.
So it's hard because there's definitely like differences to it because that's almost more like stunt shooting and that's just like reaction time and like how quick can you try to like get all of these, whereas like there's different aspects of like trap. Even like there's doubles in trap, which is like, okay, now you got to hit 2 birds out of the air at the same time, and it's it makes everything really faster. Dude, that's the other thing that's crazy with shooting, I guess, kind of like paintball. There's pump, there's dudes who still play stock class shit like crazy, but guys are still pulling out old autocockers, and then dudes are using brand new markers and all that shit. There's so many different kind of aspects to it. There's like different ways that you can go about competing in it.
Mm-hmm.
So the scoring system through it all, how does it work? Is it just reaction time and if you hit the target or what's up?
So for most of them, I mean I don't know 100% for all of them, but for trap at least it's just how many targets you hit. So every round is I said 5x5, so 25 shots. How many shots did you hit? And like you do. When we were at the high school competitions, we would do 4 rounds in a day, and then if you needed like a playoff round or something like that, like if there was a tie, those those happen every now and then. A good score, so let's say like a good Olympic shooter, they're shooting 100 out of 100. Like it's that tight. Like it's if you miss one, your competition's pretty much over. Like that's the type of like how good you have to be to compete on that level.
Yeah,
that's just pretty cool.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, it's a whole new thing. Maybe you boys will check it out at some point. There's a lot of our southern listeners who are like, God damn, these Yankees. They don't know what the fuck using the shotgun is.
Well, you know, my town's pretty redneck. You know, we got the rodeo and shit. So
I know that's why I'm surprised you don't know what it is. Like,
I know what trap shooting is. I've only been like once, but it wasn't really like professional or anything like that, where we're just like us throwing shit in the air.
Yeah, well, and that's don't get me wrong, that's fun as fuck too. Like, I'm not taking anything away from that, brother.
Hell yeah. I love me some shooting random shit. I remember growing up. My mom was like against guns. Like, fuck no, we are never having guns ever. And then I remember we were at like a
soft hands.
I think it was in like the 4th grade, and we were having like a get together with like a bunch of the kids from this class and stuff like that. And we were at this dinner place, and one of the kids' dads gets a call, and his house is getting like broken into, and they're on the phone, and there's like all this fucking shit going down, and there's like I think the dude's dad ended up getting like not shot but like grazed when he like drove immediately across the street to like go confront their ass. And then after that, my mom was like, we gotta have guns, son. We gotta have guns. It's fucking bullshit. And, you know, ever since then, my mom has been a right to bear armser. For
That's
sure.
Cool. I keep seeing the meme. It's like becoming a trend, but it's a video of a bear. And it's like, do these motherfuckers know we have a right to their arms? That one always gets me. It's a good pun. I've been enjoying it recently.
Relax. Bears are people too. Calm down.
As we've learned on this show, grizzly bears will fuck you up.
Dude, my algorithm has been insane on the bears lately. I saw a video
You've ruined it for yourself.
It was a grizzly just fucking annihilating this black bear. This black bear stood no chance, 0 chance. And he was just getting fucking torn to shreds in like 20 seconds. And
you know, it's about the heart that's in the bear, not it's the fight that's in the bear, not the size of the bear. Something like that. I don't know.
I don't think that matters.
This is
that
nature.
Video showed that it did not matter.
There was no fight in the bear.
And the thing is that's so crazy about nature, dude. Sometimes you just get caught in the wrong place, wrong time way more often, and you're just fucked. Especially if like, think about it as like the life of like a mouse. Everything is your predator, you know?
Yeah,
everything
Logan. Most things. That is true. If Logan's hunting me, I'm a weak bitch. You know, if he can come and kill me, that's not good.
Agreed. So
agreed. We can give him shit now because he retired from paintball.
Yep, gone forever.
Gone but not forgotten. Our fallen soldier.
Maybe he'll be back one day.
I mean, it's paintball, dude. You know he will at some point.
Hopefully, but. Oh man, this past weekend, I remember. So this is just like one thing that is getting kind of more sensitive. We were talking about. I was like, "Yo, Brando, like we calling a vote on right? You know I'm going at Brando."
Yeah. Yeah. So
should we talk about this?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
Yeah. It's something that Michelle's been bugging me about too, because. Well, our wedding that we set in April, we had it before the NXL schedule came out, and NXL comes out with their schedule and it lands right on NXL Texas. So obviously, I mean, I'm not going because shit's already paid for. We're getting married. Several of the guys on the team spoke up about like wanting to go to the wedding instead of the tournament, and you know I was been putting it off. Like, I don't even want to say putting it off, but waiting for the whole team to be there to do like, I want to put it out for the team to vote. If the majority of the team wants to go to the tournament, perfect, and go compete for a pro spot. And it's the best chance for us to have a shot at the pro spot for us to go to all the tournaments, right? If we miss one, the year's just, you know,
basically fucked.
Yeah, you know, we got to start all over next year.
Semi-pro paintball.
That's our end goal. Yeah, and that's our end goal to be pro. Well, finally this weekend, Hatch and Michelle and asked like, so are we gonna do this? I was like, yeah. So pulled everyone aside at the end of the tryouts, along with Chim, our coach, and Karen, and just said, hey guys, this is a team vote. I want all you guys there at my wedding, but also, it's we're going for one goal as a team. Like, I'm not gonna hurt my feelings if you guys choose to go to the tournament, because that's our goal. That's our end goal. So I threw it out there, then I walked away, and everyone else talked about it and voted. And I didn't know what it was going to be. You guys talked for like 10-15 minutes.
Yeah.
And I turn around and first person to come up and give me a hug was Hatch. Yeah.
Dude, let me tell you. So I got vote landslide. I got fucked over. Obviously, Brando, you know me. I love you with all my motherfucking heart. I was the only one that voted like for your wedding, right? And obviously, right? It is what it is. But man, I remember walking over to Brando, like giving him a big old hug, and no joke, almost started crying. In my mind, I was like, man, I just let one of my best friends down. Like, it almost gets me emotional thinking about it now, because I'm like, man, that's such a big day for one of my best friends that how could I ever miss it? As being like one of his best friends, like how could I possibly miss that?
It's the curse of when you host a podcast with someone. It's as long as time has been a thing. If you host a podcast with someone, you can't make it to their wedding. Things will come up and be in the way. I swear to God, it just happens.
And it's like, fuck, man, it fucking killed me. Like, no joke. I had to like step away and like breathe. I was like, because I was like, I'm sorry, I can't be there for you. That was what because obviously I gotta say that shit because Brandon, you know me, I'm a pretty honest person. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like shit after, if I'm being honest. But obviously I had some days to sleep on it, a flu to get me through it. Maybe that's why I got the fucking flu.
It's not a flu, it's a broken heart, Hatch.
It is a fucking broken heart because man, that was a rough day for me.
Dab me up, yeah. Oh God, I wish we could do this show in person one day. That'd be dope.
That would be sad. I mean, technically we have done shows in person.
We have, and we'll still be able to do it in Texas, but
Boom.
Brandon won't be there.
Fuck.
Well, damn it. Yeah, it was that
Who's
sucked.
Gonna fill in for that? Who is gonna be the one kind of person to 1/10 fill in the shoes for that little bit of time?
Micah, fuck it.
Holy shit!
If he's there, because I know he's going to Vegas, maybe, but I don't know about the second one. So
I think he said Texas. Yeah, I think he said the first two he's good for.
Okay, that would be a wild live show.
You know what? That's good because like that's who looks like me the most too. So yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%. You guys are twins, like identical in my eyes.
I can see how people would
we don't see race
confuse
here.
you as like siblings.
Exactly. When we're standing next to each other, it's Micah. Oh no. My bad, Brando. Same.
It's really hard to tell, especially with like the way you guys talk.
That's a very deep cut joke. That's only for people who know Micah. Those are the only people who are laughing right now. Sorry to everyone else in your car.
The Chicago live episode from last year, you know who Micah is.
That's true. So if you're a real fan of the podcast, if you're a real homie,
okay, I don't know if I ever talked about this on the podcast, but you guys might have to tell me if I have or not. But Micah, motherfucker, saws logs in his sleeps. So when he at World Cup, when he was
a euphemism,
sawing logs, you never. Heard
I think he's talking about snoring.
Snoring, yes.
Okay.
So,
but I see how you could also believe something else, Brandon. I see where your brain went there.
All right, motherfuckers, you guys be getting me so good, but. Okay,
Dragon.
So guy snores like fucking crazy. So it's like it's late. We got to get up fucking 4:30 a.m. every goddamn day. Dude snoring like a motherfucker. So we put on the little nasal strips on him in his sleep to get him to stop snoring. And hell no, I even have a video of it to prove it. And
it work?
Kind of.
Better than nothing,
Motherfucker, I mean, I'm the same way, dude. Sometimes when I sleep and my skin gets all oily, dude, that shit will be slipping. That shit will slide right off,
Wait, I wasn't talking about the application. I was talking to help reduce snoring.
Not really. At first for sure. But,
there we go.
So
That's the answer I was looking for.
When it was like slipping and sliding, right? That was why it wasn't working. Is because it was eventually sliding off.
I see.
So it was working at first for sure. Like once we and dude, we were fucking pressuring that shit on his sleeping face.
The fact he didn't wake up is kind of impressive.
So funny. And I could not stop laughing. We
gotta get Micah like a CPAP or something. Maybe he's just got really bad sleep apnea.
Maybe. I never, how do you tell that to your friends? Hey bro, I think you should go to
hey, bro, I care about you. You should go to the sleep doctor.
Oh damn, dude. And
Brandon
Paul
knows him.
Also saws logs.
Is Paul Tall Paul?
Yeah, he definitely does as well, for sure.
Is that why he gets his own bedroom? Do we ever talk about on the podcast about how Paul woke up at like 1:30 before the first day of play at World Cup? Like he just didn't sleep that whole night. I remember I woke up and went down there and he's like, dude, I've been up, I've cleaned both my guns, I've been listening to an album. Like he was like, I'm ready to go.
You know, I have heard that. I do remember that one. He's like, dude, I'm so laser focused.
Yeah, he was all in that morning. I was laughing.
Calm down, Paul. I'm just waking up. Jesus.
He went to bed at like 8:30, I think.
Yeah, that's his adult being.
All
life.
of us young kids who stay up too late.
Hell yeah, we watch. What did we watch? I think we didn't watch like Godzilla.
Probably
Maybe
Attack
it was, like,
on
Pacific
Titan.
Rim or something like that. We were watching some of that for sure, but that was like when it was all
nailed it.
like over.
Dab me up again, Brando.
we were watching that when it was like over. When the event was like over, like Sunday night.
That's right. I remember. Yeah, you asked if I want to go up and watch Attack on Titan. I'm okay.
I was like, come on, Brando.
I'm an adult. I'm gonna go hang out with my lovely fiance.
Yeah. Only on Sepple.
That is true. You can't watch Attack on Titan with the boys at home.
Exactly. So what the fuck?
Fuck. No, you're right.
Unless you invite the boys over, we all hang on that bunk bed.
I'm down,
bunk
dude.
bed.
I'm down.
Room for activities.
Attack on Titan at your place?
We could act it out. Oh fuck,
dude! And then we'll hear gunshots in the background in Stockton, and it'll add to the experience. It'll be like 4D.
Whoa.
Holy shit, dude!
It'll be so immersive.
Dude, so yeah, Stockton, you hear gunshots, right?
It happens.
You just go to bed. It's a lullaby. But
how often do you hear gunshots? Like really?
Honestly,
every night.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe twice a week. Like in the area that we're living. There's a park right down the street
I've been to your place. You live in a pretty nice neighborhood.
Yeah, like our immediate neighborhood.
Stockton. It's still the 209.
It's still Stockton. Yeah.
What are you talking about? Nice.
So the street that you probably drove on, that's fine. Like where our neighborhood is.
Yeah.
Like you go like one major street over and like. It could get a little rough there, and there's a park there that we could hear. It's close enough that we could hear shots and shit.
Yeah, choppers.
Yeah.
Rolling down the block. Pop.
The other
the
day,
clip.
I think it was
sounds like
Friday.
Tarkov.
I think it was Friday. We heard some screeching ass tires, and then like 8 or 9 shots, and they were fucking close. Top. And then a car peel out. Then we heard another car peel out, and then heard more shots. We're like, what the fuck? Like, there's fucking drive-by right down the street. Like, this was uncharacteristic for our immediate neighborhood. Sounded close, but it's Stockton.
And then Brandon realized he was the only white person in his house, and he's like, oh, this is normal. Okay, this is just the area I'm from.
Yeah. Michelle looked at me. She's waiting. I think she was waiting for my reaction, like, if he's concerned, then I'm concerned. I like listen. I was like, "That's not on our street. We're fine."
It's not on our street.
You know, that's
hammer
funny
murders
that
down the block. We're good.
That's funny that you say that, Brando, is because that's one thing that happens with like, I mean, with all the girls that I've been with and everything like that is they will wait to see a reaction.
All the women that Hatch has conquered in his life.
Like, you know what I'm saying though? Like they will wait for your reaction to see like what they should like the vibe is.
Well, dude, that's human psychology.
They're freaked
Kids
out.
do the same thing. You ever see like a kid, if they fall over and you react like, oh shit, then they'll freak out.
Yeah.
But if you just start laughing, they'll be like
something crazy with their own eyes. They'll see something crazy with their own eyes and then look at you and be like waiting to decide.
How should I react?
Yeah, and I'm just like, all right.
So that's why I react crazy every time. You know, I just like to keep everything spicy and a little just off kilter. So something goes down, I'm, oh shit, what the fuck? You know, I'm freaking out. You know, we're trying to keep them off their toes.
I like that style.
I don't want them ever to be safe or comfortable.
Just on edge.
I am a horrible partner. Just constantly.
That sounds like a success plan to me.
It really, dude, it could be good. It could be a very healthy relationship, I feel like.
Yep.
These are keys to success.
Sure, yeah. Write this down. Write this down, kids.
And Shrek sex. Shout out last row. That's a very particular reference. Some people will get it. All right, so tryouts, boys. You guys had those last weekend. What happened there? You talked about the vote, but
fuck going the vote. Fuck.
I mean, obviously we talked about that already, but tryouts.
Yeah.
I mean, is there anyone you guys looking to pick up? Is you guys getting rid of the whole team? Is I don't know. Is there any hot juicy drama? Give me something here.
There's definitely a couple people we're looking at. There are some that are way more qualified than others. I think that there are people on our team that are how many guys do we have? 8?
Yeah.
8 that are the 7th, 8th guy that are really motherfucking slacking and really need to start stepping up, or else they're gonna get their spots taken for sure. You know.
I see. Yeah.
And I think we need to stay extra competitive with each other, hold each other extra accountable. So whoever we do intend to pick up can kind of see what the fuck we're about, right? To where it's like they can't
team
just
culture.
look at these 7th, 8th guys and be like, oh, dude, this shit's gonna be easy, right? I'm just gonna mosey my way on up in there. But yeah, we just need to set a higher standard for everybody.
Definitely.
Guys need to become the Detroit Lions of paintball teams. Set that team
bite
culture.
Kneecaps off. Yeah. And knock us down. We'll bite a kneecap off while we go up. We take 2 more shots. We'll knock down. We'll get up. We'll rip a dick off.
Yeah, all that shit and more.
Yeah.
Chimp style.
Coming this season from the sidelines.
It was cool. It was a better turnout than I thought it was going to be, especially for the people that, it was a tryouts with everyone.
It wasn't DMG. Those teams for sure made out. Like they
for sure
got some good high quality players for sure.
The City Trees, it
made out. What, there was making out going on the paintball field?
No, because there was underage people there, no making out.
Okay, good. God damn, the way Hatch phrased that was very strange.
Yeah, it's the fucking flu brain, bro. I didn't know how to. There's gonna be so much grooming going on. Just so much potential.
So much grooming. Oh my god, you're making it worse.
No. It's all right.
I think.
All right.
So who else was hosting Travis? It was like the City of Trees, Street Fighters, War.
DMG
that was it.
3 Deep was Pink out there.
Pink was out there. Yeah. Pink. E3 and then Family was out there, but I don't know if they were looking at anyone specific. I don't know, but they were out there playing.
Family.
Yeah, so
do it for the family.
We had everyone try out together, 1-on-1s and whatnot, 2-on-2s, and then we kind of took the guys that we were looking at for maybe our squad or D3 or the travel teams, and we took them aside onto the other field and ran them through 1-on-1s, 2-on-2s, whatever,
basic
just
scenarios.
situations and stuff. Yeah, and then eventually we got mixed in with them to see how they mesh with us and on the field situations. Yeah.
You guys mesh as a team. Yeah,
exactly.
And because the thing is, I'll try to weed these guys out. Like I'll ask them like, yo, so like, what's your commitment level? Blah blah blah. And whenever people tell me like, oh, dude, I am in it for sure. Do you know how many times people have lied straight to my fucking face and said that shit?
Well, That's paintball. Everyone's heard that conversation in January and February at a tryout where it's like, yeah, bro, this is my life this year. And then 3 months later, their wife gets pregnant and you never see them again ever.
Yeah, Valentine's Day is fucking rough for some people,
okay, man. All right, thanks. See you, bro. No, what I was going to say is I like how you said you were trying to weed people out. I feel like instantly at the tryout, first question, hey, I'm Hatch. Nice to meet you. So if you were stuck in an elevator with a chimpanzee, do you think you'd win or lose? Now tell me right now, son. Like, that's how I imagine Hatch weeding these people out.
That's
if you can't handle this, you cannot handle Sacramento DMG.
That's completely valid. Because I'll ask them, like, the chimpanzee, like, all right, do you think you with the team can handle a chimpanzee? And if they say the chimpanzee wins, fuck that motherfucker for not having faith.
They're not getting picked up.
Didn't have faith. Because the thing is, right, as soon as you say, oh, no, we can't, the chimp's going to win. They're already in your head. The chimp's already in your head. She's not only beating you physically, but
let's be real. The chimp is winning in all reality and logic, but Hatch wants to hear a fighter. That's what he's looking for. It's a psychological question. It's not a reality-based question.
I mean, what if we tire him out, bro? There's so many different ways that can happen.
Is there?
Yeah. Yeah,
it's what a fucking chimp, bro.
What if fucking Polyclava gets right behind him with the fucking rear naked choke, locking his legs down, and then at that point we're just beating the fucking shit out of his fucking stomach.
Yeah, but it's stronger than Polyclava.
Yeah, but is it stronger than Micah? That's like,
Micah and Poly,
going up
that
against
might
each other.
be, that's like a mirror matchop, like
exactly.
Street Fighter, like Street Fighter,
that is
Super
same
Smash.
Same violence right there for sure.
Yeah.
I think that's a hate crime. Yeah.
So, is it? I feel like if you're the same, it's not a hate crime, right? Like that's only.
I'm offended for. I'm offended on the chimp's behalf.
God, get out of here, Karen.
That's just adding to the statistics.
Brando's becoming a Karen before our eyes, ladies and gentlemen.
Fuck. No, but tryouts. It was cool. It was I'd say like that was the first round this past weekend.
I like how you spoke to my soul there, Brandon. You're like, but tryouts. Here. I was like, damn, what's up, buddy?
I needed that. Really reeled me in for this.
I'm back in. Let's go. Let's talk about tryouts. You know what? Matter of fact, we're talking about tryouts.
Yeah.
We're talking tryouts? We're talking
tryouts?
Tryouts.
No, we're talking practice.
Continue. I think we invited everyone else, or everyone that we were looking at, out this next weekend. Or like a round 2, to really
nice,
exactly, to really play against us, or
and then next weekend will be a screen test. You'll like bring a couple finalists out, and then you'll find out who gets the part. In a month or so.
Cavity checks after that.
Sorry, I was thinking of SAG there. Sorry, that was my bad.
Another thing is our coach Chim, he will also weed out the week as well.
Well, yeah, no, you couldn't play for Chim if you don't like understand that. Like,
Chim is very much like a Mike Hinman-esque like coaching style.
It's aggressive, but it's only when you fuck up, and it's also the second it's done. Like it doesn't carry over. It's like, look, you fucked up. I'm gonna yell at you. You're gonna hear what you did wrong, and then we're done. And then we're gonna be like, all right, what can you do to move on?
In the meeting.
Maybe the recap or something, but like it doesn't continue. Whereas like some of those coaches, it's like, all right, dude, I made the mistake. I get it. Like, it's still 10 minutes later. Stop yelling at me over the same little thing. Let me try to do something else good.
Yeah. So.
No, I like Chim. He's a good coach.
Good. And Chim. One thing. Sorry, Brandon. I didn't mean
makes good tri-tip, by the way, too.
Does make good tri-tip.
Chim made tri-tip? Oh, he did make tri-tip.
There you go. You were there. That did happen in front of your eyes.
Yeah.
That was a whole storyline at Cup.
One thing I will say about Chim, he's the kind of guy where, at least for me, and because he obviously sees how hard I work for it, and he's seen me grind up through the ranks and everything like that.
Gas yourself up. Let's go.
It's a different connection that I feel like I have with Chim, because it's like he believes in me. It's different when coaches can just fucking coddle you like, oh, you got this. Like, I believe in you. Like, run snake off break, little Jimmy. Chim is the kind of guy where it's like, dude, like, made the snake, do fucking work, right? Like, you got this. Or it's like, he doesn't even have to tell me to play.
So would you say you finally found a father, Hatch? Is that what I'm hearing?
I fucking wish, man.
Someone who has confidence and believes in you and wants you to be a better man, better player, better son.
I wish.
It sounds like it.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting out of this conversation. I hope you're right there with me, Brando.
Well, no, he's just an overall very good, high quality coach that the team fucking needs. The team needs that pressure because if the team does not have that pressure, they're going to be weak and they're going to break.
Yeah, I feel like he believes in us individuals. It believes in our ability to be able to go out there and just play off of our instincts and stuff. Like, I mean, there's been times it's like, all right, Chim, you want, all right, but I get in the snake, like, what, you want me to like hold it? He's like, nah, just play. All right, I'll just go out there and play.
Because he knows it's like, dude, like we're playing semi-pro ball now. Like you should like we should already fucking know like what it's like to like the simple strategies to like holding a lane and stopping a guy from going. Like if you just shoot the fucking entry to the snake, the guy, any semi-pro player is just gonna be like, let me just walk around it and go into the snake, you know. And a good guy that really taught me that for sure was Ivan Gonzalez. That guy really taught me. It's like, dude, if a guy's just shooting the fucking entry to the snake, there's 3 other ways to get in.
Take an L deep to the corner and go around it. Yeah.
Right. And so
if he starts shooting for that, dive underneath the lane. Like there's always ways to get in.
There's so many different strategies to like just holding a lane and like in semi-pro now. It's like if you just hold one singular pumping and singular spot, they will get past it. And there's so many different variations.
Well, that plus bounce shots that could be potential on the field. I mean, that definitely starts to come into play. Yeah. I would say D3, you start to see the first attempts of it. And then like D2, it starts to get better. And then semi-pro, if
you're in semi-pro,
it's very below pro.
Like, you're getting fucked up.
Like in pro, there's 100%. There's like every team is shooting bounces. That's a part of the game at this point. Semi-pro, it's like almost there. If that makes sense.
Every winning semi-pro player is shooting bounce shots.
There you go. Yeah, like it's something that the top level guys are starting to utilize really well in their game. But I mean,
if you're not shooting bounce shots, you're getting fucked up on them.
When I was gonna say, like, it was really interesting because I actually I forgot when I did it, but the other night I watched one of the 1v1 videos that Hormesis put out. It was Archie versus Ryan. They're fucking trying bounces on the mini field. Like they're just trying it because they're like, fuck, this may work. Like, yeah,
it's
you
natural geometry. When you play the game for so long, the geometry.
I know, but let me explain, because you can see on the drone where, okay, they're obviously trying to get like a side of the bunker, the top, like, you know, maybe predicting a snap out or something. And then you can see their paint go directly to the bunker next to it and start, you know, trying to like ricochet off that. And it's like, oh shit. Like even in, you know, this small situation where that probably is not going to work, they're still trying it. It's just such a tool now of a top level player.
Okay, so this is just a kind of off topic. Would that count in like airsoft? If you like, were to like shoot the BB and ricochets count off and hit, like, does that count in airsoft?
Ricochets count.
Do it? Does it?
I don't know. I don't play airsoft. I
should ask Ronnie this.
Ronnie or fuck it. I'll one of the guys that came out to the tournament. Do for it too. One of the kids that came out to the tournament, wearing like a USA
the tryouts.
Yeah, the tryouts. Sorry, USA jersey. Turns out like he's professional or some high level
So
airsoft player.
did he play like the USA Speedsoft team or Speed QB or NSL or whatever league or whatever it is?
Sure. Yeah, one of those. He said that he went to where was it? I don't know. Somewhere in Europe.
Amsterdam?
To go play for USA. Yeah, I think so. Is that where Ronnie?
That's where Ronnie went. Yeah, that was Amsterdam. Yeah, so maybe he was at that event.
I don't know. Huh. But he came out. He's only been playing airsoft for like a year and a half. Never played paintball. And he came out to a tryout and like he was one of the kids that we pulled over for like, you know, playing on the other field. Fucking kid was good for never playing paintball. But it's the same, like, you know, paintball and airsoft, like it's the same.
Well, especially speed QB
movements and everything.
It's like Speedsoft. It's meant to be a very similar, fast, close 5v5 gunfight type game. So if you already are really good at one, I could definitely see how you can at least have a way easier starting point into understanding, like, oh, you know, it's a 3-on-4. I know we are at an advantage or we don't have it. Like that type of stuff is already innate to you, so it's easier. You just have to learn equipment, you know, different techniques.
His fundamentals and form are very airsofty.
Definitely, yeah.
Right? Like every single time someone shoots at him, right? Because obviously in airsoft, because if you get fucking hit, like you're done, right? Like somebody would just shoot at him, and he'll go back in no matter what, right? And that's probably just like first instincts from airsoft, where it's like, you know,
I think because I would hate to say it, but airsoft is I think more accurate, like because BBs are more uniform, so it's a little easier to have tighter grouping and have that first shot. Whereas, look, in divisional paintball, you have a second. Like, if you know, it's not an instant, oh shit. I mean, hey, and sometimes they hit those, but most of the time you're able to hold that for a second longer.
Probably a second and a half from backfield to backfield.
Yeah, just travel time, but also I just meant like being on target as well. Like you can kind of at least see like, okay, is he doing anything? Okay, now he's just holding me in. Like you don't have to get that instant, oh shit.
I love hitting those shots where they're fucking posting and I hit them with the oh shit, you know? I love those. I love those shots.
Shit shot, yep.
You know, but overall, tryouts good. Every single player that went out there is probably going to get picked up by one of the local teams for sure. Because
then it's probably going to get cut
out there.
Wait, what?
I mean, that's up to them. Straight up, dude. That's up to them.
Everyone's cut. You're all replaced. Everyone's replaceable.
I mean, it is fucking crazy the way paintball works, where you do see, you know, a lot of turnover within paintball teams where people will say they're down to fucking clown, and then
it's also funny to me, like teams, I feel like names of teams just constantly are changing hands. Like it's like, I don't know, like it's a group of dudes who start it, and then another group of dudes comes in, and then the original guys eventually leave, but then they keep using the name. Like there are a lot of stories like that, I feel like, throughout the game, where it's like,
okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, we weren't the originators, but we were there, we were around, we're still using the name, you know, we're trying to bring that on, but it's like, no, it's a completely different team now.
You're definitely right. There are a lot of teams that did that. I remember when my old team almost ended up happening, but you know, somehow kept it.
Are you talking about DMG? What, or
no, this is when I play on like a Central California team alliance.
Southern Cal?
That was when, yeah, there was a merger with our team and another team, and for some reason those guys were just fucking douches, but you know, they were friendly douches.
Douchers, yeah.
To where it was almost like a mutiny, you know, where people were like, fuck this shit, we can run this shit better. And then they found out how it was running shit. And
so would you say a pirate's life is for you?
You know, I would like to.
Yo ho, yo ho.
A pirate's life for me.
I am saying, though, that is the answer still. If you're a pirate, a samurai, or a cowboy, be a pirate. I just wanted to reiterate that point.
Yeah, I think the pirate would be
guys are so lame.
Overall more fun, because when you with the boys on a fucking boat, you know, that'd be sick.
It's literally what it is. You just
samurai
with the boys. You're gonna die in all these situations, so might as well be with the boys as you're dying.
Cowboy, that shit is just overall incredibly unsanitary.
What's up with the?
I just want to attack some savage Americans. That's it. I just want to go to war with them.
Okay, Brandon just won me over. That all right. For that reason alone, you're allowed to be a cowboy.
Fuck yeah. Amen, brother.
Soft racism.
Dude, so I have this little euro.
I was gonna say, you've been fiddling with something, you autist.
Yeah. So I'll jump around and everything the rest of the show.
You're so artistic.
Yeah, I was given this euro by little Evan, well, medium Evan now, because he's going through puberty.
Yeah, no, he's becoming big Ev soon. He's no longer gonna be little Evan.
Evan is the most fucking common name in the fucking universe, apparently.
Dude,
we've met so many Evans over the years.
That's true, but can we talk about his voice, bro? That's like the first thing I noticed. I'm just like, I said, hey, what's up, the other like couple weeks ago, and he was just like, hey. I was like, what the fuck? Like,
whoa, medium Evan? That is weird. But he like looks over at me. We're getting ready. Some people are blowing up the field, and like he walks over, he goes, you want a euro? I was like, what are you doing with a euro? It was rolling around in my bag. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll take it. Of course, I'll take a goddamn euro.
You know, but the time I played on Team America and went to Europe.
Yeah, damn straight. Yeah, show
thing
me
that you've never done in your life.
Look where I've been, Brando. And it's like, you know what, Evan? You know what?
Here's a euro, you poor.
Shut up. Yeah, I was like, why do you have a euro? He goes, oh, I have several in my bag rolling around. I'm like, oh, must be nice, Evan. Travel halfway around the world to go play some paintball for Team USA with just euros rolling around in your bag. You know what? Made me feel bad, kid.
That's why you go take that to currency exchange. Straight up get cash out.
Yeah, I got €1. What does this get me?
Yeah, ask
86 cents. I
was gonna say like the conversion rate's not great right now.
No, I'm keeping the goddamn euro.
It's actually better as a novelty like souvenir than as actual currency.
Yeah, not worth it. Not worth trading it in. But Evan, if you have more, I'll take more. So
all right. Well, we're officially past the 1 hour mark. So what that means
1.09 for €1.
Yeah, so you could get $1.10. Oh wait, actually no, I did that the other way around because you said it was 1.09 euros to $1.
Yep.
So okay, you said that in a weird way. It caught me off guard. So it would 80 cents ish, somewhere around there. So something like that, 90 cents ish. It's
incalculable.
It's not great.
Worth
All right,
it.
but I was gonna bring up let's talk about Fishtank because this is absolutely freaking just ridiculous and crazy. And if you don't know about it, we're gonna tell you about it. So Fishtank.live is the website. It is a project that is being run. The director of it is Sam Hyde. Some people may know him, some people may not. He's been an influencer for a while, but he does a lot of like comedy and very, edgy, hardcore, kind of on the limits comedy type stuff. But also stuff that's very like surrealist. Like one of the big things that he was the first a part of was an ARG, which is like an alternate reality game. So it's like you had to like look up websites and find clues and like be able to find and solve the answer for a prize. Like he's done some really creative things. Fishtank is definitely one of those. It is a 24-hour, 7 days a week live stream that is running for, I think it's either 60 days or 6 weeks. It's one of those two. I'm not sure.
I think it was 60 days.
60 days. We're currently on day 30. So today is day 30 when the day of this recording. You're looking at it right now, aren't you?
Yeah.
All right, you'll have to tell me what the fish are doing. But to explain more, 24 hours constantly going. It is a full house that has been wired up with cameras in different bedrooms and rooms. And on the website, you can click through and you can follow anyone at any point in time. So you can go and select like, I want to go look at this bedroom's camera, or I want to look at the kitchen camera, or I want to look at what's going on in this room or this room. So at any point in time, you can see what's going on with different characters kind of through it. It is a reality show. So it is like, it's real people. Like it's not a it's not a script or a story that's being put on. But there's a lot that they do to try and make it so content and random various things are always happening. To break it down, the game show side of it, there are these contestants that are fish. So originally 10 fish entered into the fish tank. There's only 4 remaining. Fish are eligible to win a $50,000 grand prize if they are the last remaining fish in the tank. So that is like the major reason why you'd want to stick it out and fight through it. There are
so how much is it worth? 50,000?
50,000 if you're the winner. Yes, you can also win. There are challenges where you can win small amounts of money along the way and stuff like that too as a fish. But then there's also contestants called freeloaders. Freeloaders are replacement contestants, kind of. So when a fish leaves the tank, instead of having it so there's less people, they bring in a freeloader. They can't win money, so they're not eligible for the 50 grand. They're usually not eligible for some of the challenges. For some of the challenges, they are. Like it just kind of depends. But essentially, they're just like extra characters who are just there to add to chaos and violence and shit that's going on. Two of the freeloaders they have in the tank right now are 2 pretty famous troll, lolcow, horrible people. One is Frank Hassel. So right now, Hatch, I want you to open up Google and to type in Frank Hassel back tattoo. And Brandon, you know what's gonna come, so you're ready for it, but he's not. So look that up out there, people, because I cannot put that up on the podcast. So that's one of them. He is he's the hassle. He hassles people. He was starting to fight before this. That was one of the things I was watching today. But the other one that's in there is Airsoft Fatty.
Interesting.
A guy named Chris. Did you see the great memoriam to never forget date? That's
very interesting.
yeah. That's a tattoo, by the way. That's permanent.
That looks like it's no joke. Like a fucking 2-year-old drew that shit.
Yep. Yes, it does. So that's him. The other one, Airsoft Fatty. I don't know his last name, but his first name is Chris. Let's just say this. He's so fat as a man that today his pants have been torn in half. And Brandon knows because he was watching it with me. He's so fat, he's still being censored. You can't see this man's junk because his stomach hangs down so low. So he's currently walking around the house with pants without a front, but he still has something covered. I don't know how he does it. It's insane.
Damn. So he's just that fat that you just can't see his dick?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, at that
and he plays
point,
Airsoft.
Bro, I don't even think I could say that. I'm just not having fun. I'm just not enjoying life.
You're gonna do something.
Not enjoying life. Let me just say.
You're gonna keep yourself safe. You know.
For sure. But if I ever got to that point, like, dude, what the fuck? There are so many things that. Dude, you can't even see your own fucking dick. What the fuck?
Yep. So those are some of the freeloaders in there. There's also another one of the freeloaders in there right now. His name is Don Ye or Don Way, something like that. Chat calls him dumb gay. So whenever there's a TTS, they say dumb gay. And then, they're talking to him. The other thing, at one point during the test, they had all the fish and freeloaders take an IQ test. Don Ye, his IQ is 82. So now randomly they'll pull up in TTS, they'll just have one that'll just be spammed 82. So it'll just be 82, 82, 82, 82
spam.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a fucking low IQ. Like that's really bad.
I think that's below average.
It's very well below average, I feel like. Look it up, Brandon.
Let's see.
Find that out. But so that's another one of the freeloaders. So these are just, horrible, despicable, awful people. Then you have the fish, the main characters, the couple that are left. There's Shinji. He's an Asian. He was a Japanese porn star at one point in his life. That definitely was a thing that they found out through the show. It's been crazy finding that out. So he's in the tank. He's pretty funny because he mostly speaks Japanese and he's a really thick accent. So every now and then he'll say some really funny English words, and that's great. There's also TJ, who is a very, very autistic male who is picked on constantly, and it's kind of actually heartwarming to see how much his character has grown throughout the show. Because when he came in, he was a really scared, weak dude, and now he's he just won a boxing match earlier today in a beef that happened. So it's there is some cool character development and growth that is happening during the show. There's a couple other fish, but the host, the main guy that we love to see is Judge Jebediah Goldstriker. So this is Sam Hyde's character. He plays Judge Jebediah. He has a really bad deep south accent. He's an oil baron, you see down in the swamps I found oil, and I got the oil and the swamp magic, and we made money, see? And that's his character, and it's great. He sticks to it a lot of the time he breaks character too. It's pretty great as well. But that's Jebediah Goldstriker. That's his character. He's playing this season, and I should say season because this is season 2. There was a season 1 as well. That was the whole different other thing in of itself. The other thing that I found really funny about this season of the show is it's set in 1973. So all the props, everything around the show looks like it's from the 70s. And one of the things that happened in the 70s is everyone smoked cigarettes all the fucking goddamn time. Motherfucker, they have gotten everyone in this house addicted to smoking cigs. I shit you not. One of the things that the chat can do is they can purchase for fish toys is what they're called, but they're ways that you can interact with the fish. And so one is a cigarette delivery where they just bring the contestant of your choice a lit cigarette and they have to smoke it. And so there's been times dudes have literally had like 7 cigarettes they're just holding on to because they're like, stop sending me cigarettes. And it's one of the like challenges earlier into the game that they made them do. They split the teams. It was 4 in each team, so 2 teams of 4, so 8 people. They had to smoke 60 cigarettes between their team to be let out and on to the next thing. And so they have made them just so addicted. And I have a feeling that we're about halfway through. They're going to just cut them off at some point. Because you can tell at this point, they are legitimately now just cigarette smokers. Because like at first they didn't want to, but now they're like, oh, thank you. Like, oh yeah, I appreciate that. Oh, someone got me one. Hell yeah. Like you can see the tide turning of them going from like, this is a challenge to like, oh, all right, yeah, let's smoke a cig. I kind of like it. Like it is absolutely insane. One of the fish today, she was interrogated for an hour by Airsoft Fatty because they all thought that she smoked a weed pen, which is not allowed. They're allowed to smoke nicotine, but they cannot smoke weed. That is one of the rules of the show. And so there was like an interrogation going on with yelling and stories. Frank Hassel was there in the background too. It's all I can say. Just go to Fishtank.live, watch for 30 minutes, and if you can click off the page, then you're just your sense of humor isn't my sense, but it'll hook you because it is just because the thing is you never know what's gonna come next. Last night I turned it on, I tuned in, it was like 9 p.m. over here. I think they're on the East Coast, so that's like midnight. All of a sudden they're just playing Slip and Slide in the fucking living room, and so as I'm sitting there, all of a sudden now Airsoft Fatty is just naked. He takes his pants off, he's throwing them above himself, and he slips across the room. This is happening at midnight on a fucking Monday, and it's like it's the random content that is just kind of always happening with the show 24 hours. It is absolutely insane. I will say, if you're not ready for some very edgy humor, a lot of maggots, a lot of naysayers, a lot of words like that being said by people, don't go there. But if you're ready for that, go there. It's a great experience. Also, the other thing, like, shout out to their producer Jet Neptune. The site is awesome. It's a really cool, interesting like web design that they've made. It like
super interactive.
It's interactive, which is really cool too.
Human being I've ever seen.
Yeah, so that's Airsoft Fatty. He just dropped him in the chat for us.
That is the ugliest human being I've ever fucking seen.
Yeah, that's disgusting, man.
That looks like the fucking kind of like AI generated image where you find like the perfect person who knows how to fucking survive a car crash like through a semi going 100 miles an hour.
No, that's a real human being. That's a real human being.
Disgusting, bro. That is fucking disgusting.
So he's living in a house with other people right now in fucking some state somewhere.
Desperate.
But yeah, so fucking Fish Tank, it's amazing. But what I was gonna say was since it's like always like you can kind of follow your story, which is kind of cool because like there was a point last night where like 2 dudes were in one room planning a fight, and then you could like go to them, see what they were planning, and then like go to the other people who are unwitnessing, who like don't know what's about to happen, and it's like it's this really cool feeling of like you can see everything. I don't know, it's overall just a really exciting and like fucking cool, funny project that's going on.
That sounds fucking cool, actually. It reminds me a lot of like sounds more chaotic, but like kind of reminds me of like Jersey Shore.
Yeah,
ramped up to 11, but yeah, kind of.
Yeah. Obviously, because I don't think they did a fucking slip and slide at midnight. You know what I'm saying?
I'll say this: Jebediah, he was there at the house today. One of the things he did was he had TJ, the dude who he beat up at one point in time during it. He tees off on this autistic kid in a beef. A beef is when someone rings a bell and they have to fight and they have to settle the beef, and the loser of the beef goes in the doghouse. You have to stay in this doghouse on the property for 24 hours. You can't leave that, and the only time you could leave, your owner has to come and get you from the doghouse. It's a whole thing. But the beef today was TJ and this other girl, TJ is a guy, but this girl, Taylor, they had like a 5-round fight and fucking went at it the whole time. TJ ends up winning. That's what happened during that segment. Then Jebediah gives them their other challenge. He gives them 5-gallon buckets and milk and rice. And now they have to protect these buckets for the next 2 days. So whoever is the most like heft of milk and rice in their buckets left are the winners of this challenge. There's already been multiple fights breaking over and having like buckets being poured out and shit, and it's this constant chaos and fight, and like it definitely is inhumane at times. Don't get me wrong, there's definitely times I'm watching, I'm like, oh, this doesn't feel good, but it's good. You can't look away. It's the best type of gross television there is, because it's real and it's happening live in front of your eyes.
Yeah, uncensored. It's
completely
great.
Uncensored. It's on its own platform and everything, so it's not like Twitch takes it off the air if they do something bad.
Damn, so you've seen titties on there?
No, actually I haven't. I've seen more naked dude than titties, actually.
Oh, maybe I might click. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait, pause.
I can't link the
Definitely
like airsoft fatty. He's catch. I there's no picture of him like with his ripped pants, unfortunately. But like,
god,
think assless chaps, but like
just reversed,
turned around. Yeah, that's what he's wearing
at this moment, right now.
I would instantly lose that. I would instantly lose the chance of that $50,000 because I would just punch that guy in the face. That guy's so.
You pretty much can. You wouldn't lose your chance. That would actually probably be like encouraged.
We're hitting the beef. Well, I'm hitting the beef bell.
There you go. Exactly.
I mean, realistically, it'd probably kill me. It'd probably fucking jump on me and just crush the life out of my lungs.
Actually, I don't think you could fight Fatty. I think because he's not a freeloader. Sorry, Fatty's his nickname in the show. That's what the chat calls him.
And you know me. I fucking love fatties, as you guys know.
Yeah, but I don't think you could fight him. I think he's like safe because he's also giving away Chris points, CP for short, and so that's a whole thing that's going on as well in the background right now. I just can't say enough about it. I feel like I've been monologuing about it for a while. It's so fucking good. It's hilarious, and I definitely recommend, if you have some free time, just go check out Fishtank.live. We're not getting paid, and I still recommend it.
It is insane that
it is being allowed to happen, right? Like, there's times I'm like, this is a thing that's allowed? This is amazing.
Yeah, it's not like they're completely... like, they signed up for this shit. And... dude, it's so great. It's so fucking great.
There are dudes on YouTube who do, like, recaps. So, like, you know, because obviously if you can't watch the stream all day, you know, I can't even watch most of it. There's... I forget his name. It's like Cucumber something, but he does really good, like, in-depth, like, hey, this happened, these were the big highlights, you know, skipping all the little shit. So if, like, at some point you want to check that out, maybe see what actually, like, went down. Obviously he has to censor some of it, so some of the stuff you still can't, like, see, and so that's the kind of cool part about catching it live. But yeah, no, Hatch, you would love this. Brandon, don't you agree? Hatch would absolutely love this content.
Right up your alley.
Okay.
Like, dude, they're getting ready to box right now. People are getting ready to box right now.
We got to get the show over with. We're going to miss out. I literally was watching up until the moment we hit start, and I was like, I need to close this. I need to focus on the show, and then we can go back to Fishtank.live after.
The only fighting I enjoy is micro wrestling.
Dude, did you see? I sent you guys the new updated micro wrestling roll call that came through my Instagram reel feed.
Did you know? Apparently, fucking, I think it's Little Miss or some shit. The fucking pink one. Her and Psycho. That's my boy, man. No bullshit. I'm pretty sure they're together. No bullshit.
I think they are. He was like holding their hand and shit. But also, I love his intro, bro. He was like, you know, Psycho. And I was like, that's my guy. Psycho's sick. There was a couple other good ones. The fucking Little Ozzy. That one had me rolling. I was like, out of nowhere, there's just this dude cosplaying as Ozzy Osbourne.
What do we got to do to get tickets to go to one of these?
We got to look up Micro Wrestling Federation. We just got to do it one day.
Are they in California?
If they are, I feel like we have to make a commitment this year and do it. Maybe that's a Patreon goal. If we hit like 25 or something, the boys go.
Are we vlogging?
I'd be down. That'd be fun as fuck.
That'd be sick.
There you go. The rumor is starting to happen on the show.
Micro?
That's way too much technology and producing. I don't think that can happen, Brandon.
Imagine they like
we get to commentate micro wrestling.
Oh my god.
We become the voice of micro wrestling.
That'd be insane. Let me tell you.
I love that shit. The three of us.
I would.
Me and Hatch would be in the booth. Brandon, you'd be the sideline reporter.
I would retire from paintball if I got to be a
Brando's down on the floor with Little Miss and Psycho. What's going on down there, Brandon?
Psycho, he's we're putting him in a straitjacket right now, but I don't know what's going on. He's biting my ankles. I don't know.
I mean, he was really getting in there with those lighting tubes. We see broken glass all over the ground. I mean, this is a normal competition. Is this something you normally see from the likes of Psycho down there, Brandon?
Absolutely, something like him. Yes.
And little Ozzy comes in with the chair.
Oh no, from the corner. We were not expecting that. Brandon's on the floor.
Holy shit, he's involved in the wrestling. Yeah, so something like that. That'd be amazing, right?
That scared the shit out of me. I'm legitimately do it. Dude,
Brando really got jumped with the chair.
Yeah, I fucking scared the shit out of me. I'm looking to see if they come to California. Holy shit.
Like
set him up so Hatch can knock him down.
Yeah,
I think it is a traveling amusement. It is a touring
circus.
It's a form of circus, I would say.
How do you even travel with a micro arena?
There are people take up much space.
You're probably right.
So.
We went both offensive places, but not the same with Brandon, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, we
come at
similar. From both ends.
Same, but different.
I wonder who is the greatest micro wrestler of all time. That would be one of my interview questions: is who is the greatest of all time?
Dude, do they have a little Ollie? Oh God, that'd be amazing.
Holy shit, dude.
There's like a Brian Redspan.
Yeah, Brian Redspan.
Dude, that's fucking Greenspan's alter ego. It's his evil twin.
Damn. Imagine that it's still a Greenspan, but they're related, and it's just a really small looking Ryan Greenspan, basically.
That would be amazing, dude.
Massive head still.
Damn, say it with your chest, Brando.
What?
I don't know if you're okay.
No, the little people have massive heads. Do they not?
The head to body ratio is definitely disproportionate for sure.
Yeah, but I feel like you're in a glass house throwing stones. It's I don't know, buddy.
I'm still looking down on them. All right.
Oh, okay, that was an easy one.
Relax.
That's the only people you can look down on, Brandon. Short King.
Hey.
Oh, that got a little too close to home there.
Back up right now.
This is why Michelle's perfect for you, bro. She's like the only female that's shorter than you.
Who do you think would win, Michelle or Little Miss?
Little Miss. Hello, Michelle. Great woman. Little Miss.
Jeff has more experience. But if you give Michelle a week of training in the ring.
Now, Michelle does have that Latina edge, so that is there's advantage there, but I just don't know if it's enough,
If there's no fight,
she'll pull out a switchblade.
Script, straight up fight. Exactly. If there's
That's true. She'll fight dirty. She'll pull some hair. Earrings will be pulled out or ripped. I don't know, whatever women do in cat fights, but
carotids will be bitten.
Jesus Christ, she's a vampire now?
Well, no, isn't that not? I mean, I'd assume she's playing dirty,
There's playing dirty, and then there's biting your opponent. You know what I mean?
I've seen obviously,
especially in a street fight. You trying to get AIDS, bro? God dang.
I love me some good old Reddit. Sometimes I go on the fight Reddit, right? I've seen some where, no joke, the dude is obviously beating the guy's fucking ass, and then all of a sudden, no joke, the guy just fucking starts biting him, going crazy, biting his ass cheek.
Dude, I feel like it's just too much liability when you bite someone, yes, it may get them off, but now I have any bloodborne diseases they have, and I don't want their diseases, I'm good. I don't know you.
See, but if I bite someone, it may get them up. It'll get me off too, for sure. But
get you, so are you're talking about sexually now, I feel like. That wasn't.
Oh, you brought up the AIDS, so relax.
Because that's actually something that can happen. There's a realistic chance they have a bloodborne disease pathogen that can be given to you.
Ass, and if they have AIDS, you get AIDS.
Well, because it's blood-to-blood contact, so it could get into your bloodstream. Yeah.
If you're biting him, how would you be bleeding?
Well, if they bleed, because their blood has the virus in it, so it gets into your
blood on blood contact.
It's getting in your mouth. Okay, all right.
I'm biting so hard my gums are bleeding.
Well, not even that, but like it goes into your stomach and like it's processed by the rest of your body if like you inhale it or swallow it or anything.
That's not how that works.
Right? Is that not
how that works? Brandon, I'm gonna be honest. I trust you less and less about medical shit every week that we have this show. Like I actually don't trust you anymore.
I trust you.
Yeah,
I believe nothing you say about the medical field.
I don't have that expertise, but that doesn't sound right. So who knows?
Sounds like my kind of style, Brando. I love it.
Biting ass. Yeah,
that's Hatch's Saturday night. Hell yeah, brother.
Eating ass, something grass.
Smoking grass. That's what it is.
You sure, yeah.
Living fast.
Yeah. Family Dominic Toretto.
Hey, don't forget the Intimidator. Rest in peace, Dale. Raise hail. All right. So that was Fish Tank Talk. That eventually got us to there. Yeah. One last time, go check it out. Fishtank.live. It's amazing. All right. Moving on. Next thing.
Check that out.
Do you want to hear about the degenerate thing that I did this past week, guys? And it worked out for me. So hey, kids, this is the don't gamble section of the show. Don't gamble. Don't do it. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. Gonna put your life in a better or worse off spot. What's the stuff that Trainwreck says? I don't know if you guys have seen that video. He literally has like a 30-second video he plays whenever he wins, and it's like, you will fucking die. Like, don't gamble your money. And it's like, bro, but you are. Like, okay, goddamn. But yeah, I mean, really, like, just it's one of those things that like it is fun. I enjoy doing it, but you got to be smart about it, you know. So like, it can get you. It can be addictive. I always try to say that before I give any type of story. So here's the story. I went on to a little, online site last week. I'm not going to say the site's name, but they just purchased an F1 team. So put it together in your head. Went on that site and had, it was like $4.74 free play. So I had my daily bonus, which was like, it's literally a free $1 that they give you just every day that you're there. Just, because they want to bring people in, make them feel like, oh, I'm playing now. I got to deposit money into the site. Psychological stuff like that. So yeah, I'll stack those up for a couple days and then cool. I got a couple random free $1 that I didn't spend any money to get. And normally if I have like $10, I'll go play some blackjack or something like that. But so it was like $4 and I was like, all right, well, let's just go to some random ass slot. We'll spin this down and then we'll go do whatever else I'm gonna do this night. Cause probably not gonna win anything. I forget what the name of the slot was. I don't even know the name of the slot, but go to new releases, click one randomly, go onto it, set 20 cents of the spin amount and just start clicking the button. Go down all the way. We get to, I think it was like 76 cents left. So like last 3 spins that I had available to me. It's like, all right, cool. I'm going to fucking go edit something or play to archive. I don't know. We're going to do something else with our night.
Hell yeah.
I spin into a bonus and I was like, oh, fuck yeah. For those of you who don't know, a bonus is usually it's a game in a slot that's like a mini game where you usually have a higher chance of winning more money. It's kind of their like, this is where you get paid type moment. So I was oh, hell yeah, that's cool. Like right towards the end, 3 spins left, I got a bonus. Let's see, do I win a lot of money? Am I going to get like $20 back? We'll see what happens. Bonus is spinning through. I ended up winning $1,476 on the bonus. This was a 20-cent spin. If I bought the bonus, because that's a thing that you can do on these websites, it would be a $20 bet. So essentially, I profited a lot. I went from $4 to, $1,400. Instantly took out $876. Instantly was like, that's going to my crypto account. Get the fuck out of this website. Like, don't let them take it back. Like, just be smart, because that's essentially, that was out of thin air. I was free money from stake from the website that they let me use. And so did that. Played for a bit the rest of the night. Went to blackjack. Won a couple hands. Went up a little bit. Ended up taking out like $1,300 overall for the night. That was insane. I did end up losing most of that money, but it went to like credit card debt and shit. So hey, it was like good ways to lose the money. But yeah, so that was like my gambling win story that just happened out of thin air. They don't happen very often, and I definitely use the free $1 every now and then, and it doesn't do that. So that was absolutely insane.
Congratulations, bro. That's fucking sick.
Yeah, bro. It's a cool little story.
Hell yeah.
I mean, hearing stories like that like makes me want to go and try it out, but every time I've tried to gamble, it just pisses me off.
Agreed.
Well, definitely. See, that's when you shouldn't. If it makes you bad, yeah, you definitely probably shouldn't play.
Yeah, no,
It's one of those things that you just have to know that if you're betting money, there's a very high chance it's not going to come back to you. So you have to be okay with losing it. So if you're bringing your rent payment for the month to the casino, that's not good. That's unhealthy, and that's going to lead to a lot of problems in your life. But if you're like, hey, I got $40, I'm okay to lose $40. You bring your $40, you lose it. That's entertainment at the end of the night. Like, if you go to a movie theater, I mean, fuck, I went to shoot trap today, and it ended up being like $60 with ammo and shit like that. So it's anything you do in life, there's going to be some fee. So yeah.
Oh yeah, that's very true. I mean, look at paintball, dude.
Fuck yeah.
It's expensive as shit.
You could play a couple different poker tournaments a week with the amount that you spend on like paint and entry a weekend.
Without a doubt. So, I wish I was better at gambling.
It's not a skill. Yeah. Don't think it's a skill, because it's not. I mean, poker is, you can get better at poker. You definitely can. But like most just table games, shit like that, it's all numbers. It's all stats based.
Like yeah. I like poker. I haven't really played it, but the idea of it that you can play it enough and get good at poker.
I was gonna say, speaking of, did you guys see Randy Stanzak won $9,000? I want to say last weekend in a poker tourney. Yeah, he was posting it on his story, but he played somewhere. I think it was Vegas. I don't fully know though, because he didn't show in a story. But yeah, he was just showing. He was making it through different levels. Ended up final table on one tournament. So, and I think they broke early. So instead of playing to the end, they just took however much money was left and just kind of divided it between people depending on like what place they were at that moment. So yeah, I mean, dude, a little 10K to play a couple days of cards. It's not that bad of a payout.
For him, dude.
Majority of the time, you don't win those, but that's what it is. It's the times you do win like that. It's like, oh, all right, well, that pays for a couple now.
Hell yeah! Oh man, $9,000. That'd be nice.
Can't win if you don't play, my brother.
Thanks.
Scared money don't make money. We are losing Hatch by the minute. Don't you see this, Brandon?
Yeah, he put the blanket on. Is he starting to shake now?
I'm definitely sweating, not gonna lie.
Is the Parkinson's coming back?
Fucking felt like it, dude. Did I say that?
No, you haven't told us about the Parkinson's story yet.
All right, so this is why I was freaking out yesterday. So I wake up, I'm obviously shaking, fucking sweating my ass off. I'm like, all right, whatever, I'll stick it out, go to work. Sticking it out, going to work, and I'm like shaking at work, and I'm like, oh man, I feel like shit. So I leave at about noon, and on my way home, I am like shaking so much, like out of nowhere. And I was shaking so much to where I all of a sudden couldn't feel my face, and I couldn't feel my fingertips. And I was like, holy shit, this must be like early onset fucking Michael J. Fox. You know what I'm saying? And
it's called Parkinson's, all right? Get the respect the disease.
And I was like, this is it. I'm fucked. And so, call my boy up, was like, yo, dude, I think I need to go to the hospital. But it just ended up being like just a really like bad day of the fucking flu where like yesterday I was in bed for like 20 out of like the 24 hours. It sucked ass.
I like how when you needed medical advice, you called someone other than Brandon. Again, confirming the fact that Brandon is not a doctor. Do not go to him for medical advice. He's horrible at his job. So I just had to get that one in there. It was too easy. It was set up.
You have answered yesterday between noon and 1?
Absolutely. I was off. I wasn't working.
Okay.
I was off. Actually, I think
around that time I was talking to Logan. Because he's not good at his job. He's on paid leave right now. They're trying to get rid of him.
Very bad advice. Very bad advice. Well, good amateur doctor advice, I would say, but bad professional advice. Well, that's hearsay. I would have answered. Yeah, you know, Hatch. I would have told you it just probably was your time of month. And
just grow up.
Yeah, just grow up. Just be a man. Be a man. Shove it down deep. Go finish work.
The thing is that's fucking crazy is that's the way my mom fucking raised me. My mom has always been like, you can't be a fucking pussy, like, ever. Because if you're being a fucking pussy, people will know you're a pussy. And
got a 102 fever. Get the fuck back to work, boy.
My mom's like, well, if people know you're a fucking pussy, then people are gonna think I raised a fucking pussy, and I can't be having that.
Sound logic though, honestly. Like I see where she's going there.
My mom really, you got to make sure that you represent the Hatch family well, right? So make sure I do my best.
We're getting real like deep Hatch psychology tonight. Did you take any NyQuil or something before the show?
I took some ibuprofen because I had a motherfucking pounding ass headache before I got in.
It's not. It won't mess you up enough. That's not fun enough of a drug.
No,
you gotta do some codeine and then get back on the show. We'll see how that goes.
I mean, fuck, dude. Are psychedelic mushrooms legal in California now?
I don't know.
I don't know. I know Oregon. Because everything's legal in Oregon.
I'll do some shrooms on the show. I don't give a fuck.
Well, I don't think that one. I think it's decriminalized here. I believe. I'm not positive. I don't know. California is a very liberal state, so that wouldn't surprise me if it is.
You ready for this? That's when I'm like, oh shit, yeah. Oh wait, I'm recording in Antarctica right now. So
yeah, I'm in Mexico actually. So like, you honestly could just say you're in Oregon because everything is legal in Oregon.
Still illegal. Is not decriminalized. So
still very not fun if you're
here in California.
But so again,
what if I just say Oregon? Yeah.
Well, if you say that, you better be there.
That's true.
I have two people in my call vouching for me. I have two people that are in the call vouching for me. I'm in Antarctica right now.
Do you want to take that responsibility, Brandon? Because I was like, shit. Like, I'm gonna have to. Like, I'm not gonna snitch on Hatch.
No,
but God damn it,
that's when you guys start doing the fucking real lawyer talk, and you're like, he did tell me that he was in Antarctica.
Yeah, like as far as I was aware, Hatch informed me that he was traveling to Antarctica. That was what I was aware of, Your Honor.
Exactly. See, exactly. We were in a call with him while he was said to be in Antarctica.
I cannot place him if he was there or not. But he told me.
So I think we could legitimately get away with it.
For sure, bro.
Once you're in Antarctica, absolutely.
That's true.
Yep, there we go. That's us a couple, long ass flights away.
You'll do it, bro. I mean, you're sick anyway, so it's like it's really not that much worse.
You can get to Antarctica with a plane, can you? Is that like where you have to go by boat?
I think so.
Wait,
you go all the way down to Chile, and then
no. You can fly to Antarctica. Not like an Airbus A380. But no, Brandon. No.
That's the end of the world. You fly off the.
Is that because
you fly off the planet? But the ocean, it just repeats on the other side of the world.
Is it because if you were flying, you'd go over the ice wall and then you'd never come back? Because that's how, at the edge of the world, there's the ice wall. And that's why it's flat. The Earth's flat. This is a flat universe.
Okay, so I don't know if I talked about this last week, but this ain't Antarctica, but it's a very cold place. Did I tell you guys that I saw that movie, The Society of the Snow? Did I talk to you guys about that?
You told me pre-call that you wanted to talk about it. I don't think you brought it up. This was the boys, like the rugby team, right?
Yes. Yeah. So this shit is fucking crazy, and it's like obviously like a docudrama or whatever, where it's supposed to like document
based
and dramatize it, right? Based on true story, and it's about the rugby team that got their plane crashed in the Andes. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. What it's called, which I don't know exactly where that is. It's so crazy because they were like, I think it was like 72 days or something like that with no food, no water. So they had to resort to fucking cannibalism of like the people that died in the flights.
Well, you said there was snow around them? Like, was it a cold environment?
Yes, very cold. Like,
okay, well then there was water around them, Hatch. They had water.
No, you ready for this?
You fucking dummy.
It's so cold to where there's like no animals. There's like water is frozen.
Do you know what happens to snow when you put it in your mouth?
I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Eating snow actually dehydrate you.
No, there's water in snow. It's just usually that most of the time, if it's laying there, it'll have some type of parasite or something in it. So you probably shouldn't eat it. But I mean, yeah, if you're collecting like fresh snow, you can melt that down into water. You could eat it. So
the way how they had to survive is they had to put all these chunks of ice on like this like metal like it looked like a fucking dustpan, right? And they had to try to like magnify the sun because it was like a chrome color to like melt the ice. But dude, they had to resort to cannibalizing the other people that died.
See, so you told me that before, insane. And you know, I think when it comes to survival, that's okay. Like, I don't pass judgment. Like, if someone dies of natural causes and you are trying to survive and you have no other means to eat and you eat them, I don't hate you. I'm not like, I agree. I'm not saying we should do that all the time, but like, that does make sense that, okay, you're trying to survive.
So I was doing a bunch of research on this, right? Like off the grid research, right? And
boots on the ground.
A lot of them were like Catholic, right? So to resort to cannibalism, they were like,
so are you
like, this
wait, are you saying like they deserve to be eaten?
No,
because they're Catholic. Oh,
maybe, but
Jesus Christ,
it's like they were like
hard anti-Catholic stance. Is that like a thing?
We're like, I'm sorry against God.
Brandon, you hate Catholicism? What's going on here? We got to go into this harder, bro.
Whoa, no, I just wanted to know Hatch's stance. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, so it wasn't your stance that all Catholics should be thrown in a fire.
Absolutely not.
Those were words that definitely didn't come out of your mouth. All right. Continue, Hatch. I'm sorry about the Catholics.
Didn't say that.
Okay, right. So they were like, we can't do this. Like, this
maybe
is
a gas chamber.
Like, we're men of God. Like, we can't do that, right? And so this is the crazy part when I was doing some digging. So they actually were, I think they went to, I don't know exactly what church it was. It could have been the Vatican, where they went and they got blessed and they got forgiven for their sins, right? By a priest and everything. That was like, you guys can still go into heaven, even though like you guys did the crazy shit, something like that, right? Yeah. And they were
Grand Wizard, maybe that might have blessed them.
Fucking clan leader.
I'm glad you got my joke. Hell yeah! All right, but no,
so that's just fucking crazy. And
they were forgiven for their sins.
It makes me think like, would our paintball team be able to survive? There were like, I think 37 of them that survived the crash. What is that face? What was that face?
Go watch the video. Jesus Christ. Brandon just had an autistic ass moment.
If we get stranded in, if we're in that situation, who are we eating first?
Micah,
because he tastes like shit.
I'm not really a big fan of dark meat, but
God damn. Look, I was making the subtle joke. You didn't have to make the loud one, all right?
The hard part is, if we're talking like, okay, hold on, did we have to kill him?
No. I'm saying they die first. Like, it's if someone dies, would you eat them?
So if they die first, so now the real question is, who dies first?
Logan.
I would honestly probably say myself, because one, I'm not very well equipped for that kind of fucking cold environment.
That is true. Hatch is a very skinny, thin, small boy, and that doesn't do well out there.
So I definitely don't. That would be rough.
Definitely.
Me and Caden would definitely be rough.
Yeah.
But who would be the most fulfilling? Probably Marv, because that motherfucker's got more muscle mass. But if I'm looking for like,
but lean muscle doesn't taste good, bro. You need some fat in there.
If we're looking like chewy fat, AJ.
Yeah, I was gonna say AJ might actually taste pretty good. I'm thinking it's AJ. And
so
don't get me wrong, AJ. I'm not calling you out. You're not fat, bro. But
no, the guy
you definitely have the most amount of muscle. Wait, it's actually that? It's not because of how he looks or tastes or anything. It's just okay. All right. Well, I don't think Hatch likes AJ.
I love AJ. AJ's my motherfucker, dude. AJ gets the vibe.
Starting team fights on the podcast. I love it. It's gonna be a group chat conversation later.
Well,
you guys
I usually start team fights at the field. Usually, that's where I usually start them. But
God, did we ever tell? I went to the field a couple weekends ago, and did we ever tell that story about? I walk into the field. Within seconds, someone's like, "Why is Hatch like yelling at all this shit?" And me and Brandon were standing there, and we were just like,
"Oh yeah."
Yeah, it's just fucking Hatch. Like, what do you want? Like, it was literally the first interaction I had at the field today was asking, like, why is Hatch mad? And it's like, well, he's playing paintball. I mean, what do you want from him? That's what he does.
It's passion.
Yeah, it's on the field.
See,
I'm concerned when he's yelling at you off the field.
Yeah, that's when it's a problem.
When they be trying to cheat me, of course I'll be fucking him up.
Get out.
You know?
Get him out right there.
Exactly. Get him
on
out.
His mask. Get him out.
Point.
And then after the good old three get him outs, and they're still in, and then they shoot me, then I'm annoyed.
So then you're gonna yell.
Then I'm gonna yell.
Get the fuck out, maggot.
I don't like to yell.
What? No, that's I'm calling caps. CAP, brother.
You know what? You're right. I don't like to yell at people. You know, I like to yell. I like to yell to people.
Bruh, no way.
I like to yell to people. I don't like to yell at people. I like to yell to people.
No, you like to yell at people, to people, with people, for people, by people. You just like yelling, my guy. You're a loud person.
That's more accurate.
We love you for it.
I don't like yelling at people because then I feel mean, and I don't like feeling mean.
Well, you might want to examine some of what you do at the field then.
Right, exactly. And the thing is, it's so hard. Is that fucking blind rage that comes over my eyes? It's so hard to like really try to come back from it. That's why I have a good support system and teammates where they got my back.
I was gonna say, and as a man right now, you're making actually like, all jokes aside, that's you're seeing it, and that's like a huge step. And just being like, oh shit, I do that sometimes. Goddamn.
For sure.
Because there's a lot of times you don't even realize you do shit like that. Like not just you, but like the royal you, like a person in general doesn't realize that.
Yeah, it really brought it out to me when back in the day when Teo was the captain of the team and the coach and everything. And he was basically like, dude, your fucking attitude sucks. Like, fucking fix that shit. Because I was way worse, right? Fix that shit or you're getting cut.
I'll kill you.
And I did not want to get cut or killed
by Teo. Teo commits murder. He is a mountain man. So
yeah. So the
shout out to Teo.
Thousands of bodies in those mountains.
Yeah,
hundreds of thousands.
He's eating people.
Oh, for sure. Oh yeah, Teo. Confirmed cannibal, 100%. I could put that out.
If Teo's on our team, he knows how to cook those motherfuckers. So what's up, boy? Let's go. Teo's definitely not. We're definitely not taking Teo first. He's filleting him.
Oh no! If we're in a survival situation, Teo is actually very legitimately useful. All jokes aside,
I agree.
I would actually really want that dude with me. Like he may help save my life.
Oh man, that movie was just so fucking crazy, dude. Because I couldn't even imagine being in that situation where they're like, dude, like all these fucking 30 people are like huddled up together.
And essentially think about it. It's as if the paintball team goes down together because that's that similar type of family for those guys. They were a rugby team. They were probably decently close, like maybe not as tight, but it's I don't think all
of them were rugby players. I think there were still other people that were on that plane.
Right? Oh, so they killed them first instantly. Okay, good to know.
I don't think there was any killing. I think they were just like, no joke. People were like,
if there was no killing, why'd they go to the Vatican? Why did they ask for forgiveness? What happens on that mountain is not always
cannibalism
reported.
For like eating another human.
That's what they said.
Is that?
Yes, cannibalism is definitely sacrilegious. It is a sin.
Look.
Thou shalt not eat thou brother. Or some shit like that.
Brother.
Something like that.
Some fucking biblical shit. I'm not a good Christian.
If I make it out off the,
if you make it out alive,
the mountain.
What? Ah, fucking internet! God damn it! Let's see if it comes back. Do I have to cut the show? Am I able to get it back without cutting? I don't know. Connect to the other one.
What if he?
Oh, there we go. All right, we're back. We're back.
Woo!
Wasn't long enough of a break, so we'll keep it rolling.
All right, so if I make it off the mountain in that situation, I am not telling anyone.
We're not going to make it home.
Well, I mean, I'm not telling anyone that I had to kill someone to eat them. Like everyone dying to natural causes.
Yeah. Oh no. See, 100%. Because
okay,
that's one of those things that I think morally everyone kind of is like, look, it's not great. You were trying to survive. That's a shitty situation. We can give you a pass. If you're offing people, then when you come back, everyone's like, all right, here's a set of handcuffs. You're going to come in this car. You're going to go in the back seat, and we're going to take you down to a jail cell, boy. Like, people still aren't chill with that.
No, look at this. Look at this image that I'm putting in here. Check this shit out. So this is like them. They took a photo like while they were like doing it.
Michelle showed me this.
Spine. You see the fucking spine on the bottom right? They fucking picked that motherfucker clean, bro.
No, that's what you got to do. I cannot add that because there definitely is a dead human body in there. But
definitely not, right? But it's like,
that's
how fucking crazy is that?
It's a bear.
I didn't know bears' femurs were that short.
That's
it was a sun bear.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot of
true,
sense now. My bad.
true.
My bad. I didn't realize they were in Asia during this when this took place. Yeah.
Yeah, where the Andes are. Exactly.
100%, because I know where those are.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where is that
FTS
at?
facts.
In Chile.
Chile?
It's like the fucking other side of the fucking universe. What the fuck? So far off.
It's under us. It's you go there to go to Antarctica. When you get
Actually,
on the boat
technically,
and you say
under us is Australia. Because if you just go straight down through the
What, the
earth, we're
geography?
going to that side of the
that
planet.
doesn't
So
make
that's
sense.
more
It's
south
flat.
of us.
It's flat. It's flat.
Fuck,
It's
I
flat.
forgot. My bad.
If you go
my
down,
bad.
at that point you just go straight into the void.
Exactly.
That is true, because we go over the ice ball in Antarctica. No one knows what's beyond the ice wall. We can never predict what's beyond the ice wall.
I've never seen a pole on the
Goddamn.
north or south. So
Dude, they had
That's true.
they had nothing to cook the meat with, so they were just eating that shit like raw.
raw dog.
Well, yeah,
like
little tartar cannibalism. Ooh.
Raw dog in that shit.
Dude, could I get some like
Bruh.
nice coarse sea salt, a little bit of cracked ground pepper? That could be. We could make a dish here, boys. A 3-star Michelin chef course meal we could make.
Damn, Jeffrey Dahmer style.
All right, I'm not the dude with a fucking Pablo Escobar poster right over my shoulder.
What does that have to do with fucking Jeffrey Dahmer?
I don't know. You like serial killers or El Chapo or something. I don't know. I was trying to go that direction somehow.
This guy's just a crazy ass motherfucker, dude. Pablo
he
Escobar.
was a cool guy.
Plato y plumo.
Oh yeah, plata o plomo. That shit is
Yeah,
so good.
exactly it. 100% Hatch. All right, guys. Well, I mean, shit, I made it through all my topics. Does anyone have, last minute kind of final thought for the show, Brando, Hatch? Did you have anything down that you didn't get through tonight?
So
So no. All right. By the blank stare from Hatch, if you're not watching the video, you wouldn't understand. But yeah, I got no
sorry.
response there.
I'm sorry. We got through all mine. I've just been kind of sick and fucking grody as shit.
Of
My
course,
fucking
buddy.
mind is fogged. But
Grinding
man,
Elden Ring when you aren't in bed, essentially. Like,
yeah, I was like, dude, it was even hard for me to like look at a screen. Like I couldn't even look at my phone.
those are the worst times when you're sick, but like you can't even like do not human
And
things.
I'm like sweating,
usually you
as
can
we
just
fucking speak, like sweating.
yeah,
it
like
all
you
out.
could just chill out and like, you know, you don't feel great, but you can still like watch a movie or something. And then the
Yeah.
times when you're so sick, you're just like, just want a fucking dark room where, you know, I'm gonna
Yep.
throw up. It just feels horrible.
Yeah, I threw up this morning. That sucked, but you know.
Purge, dude.
worse.
That's nice. You got to get it out.
Exactly.
It's the first
that's
step
why
to
That's why I
anorexia.
got the blanket on me. I got the fucking hoodie with the long sleeve underneath. I'm like sweating it out. So
Nice, man. Dude, that's great.
look good, feel good, play good. You know what they say.
Yeah, man. And you're definitely like, you're the weight category for having an eating disorder. So, you know, that would be,
Exactly.
that make a lot of sense. Yeah.
That fits.
I think I just cracked it, Brando. I think I figured out the
Yeah.
problem with Hatch.
Think
The
so?
fuck?
He's bulimic. That's 100% what it is. Yeah.
You know, for as much as you love Chipotle, I thought you could really like pound it down.
I usually do pound it down with Chipotle.
And then it comes right back up an hour later. Tell me I'm not wrong.
I usually don't throw out my Chipotle. It usually comes out like 2 hours later on
the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's actually just poor digestion. It's not an eating disorder.
Brando's seen
It's
me in my
Crohn's
Chipotle.
disease.
My Chipotle is a fucking battle every time, dude. Where I'm like sweating every time, dude.
God, dude,
It's
you
like
have
a hot-
IBS
hot
or something.
salsa.
I swear to God.
He takes the bite. He goes, "I'm gonna regret this later."
And then
Literally
dude, the fucking
45
sweat
minutes
bullets
later.
off my head, dude. The sweat bullets off my head.
Yeah.
But
I like it. Brandon is picturing an image in his head right now when he said the sweat bullets after shitting, because that was a visceral reaction.
Dude,
dude, I'll have sweat bullets while I'm eating, while I'm eating it. So
Hatch, you should really get your digestive system like.
Well, no, it's
checked
just
out.
It's just the hot salsa because the hot salsa is fucking
Yeah,
hot.
are we sure? Are we sure? Like,
100%.
all right, just, you know, friend to friend, maybe a good idea at some point in the new year.
You know, and it's also one thing is I almost feel like I'm lactose intolerant, but dude, there's like sometimes where I don't really like milkshakes or anything like that, right? But there are some times where like I could have like a milkshake and like be like perfectly fine, you know? And then there's some days where I fucking think of ice cream and I'm like, dude, fuck, that shit sucks. No, I don't feel good.
Well, so lactose intolerant is not your your aptitude towards dairy products. Like, it doesn't mean you like them or not. It's more so you have really bad gas and you can't digest it. Like,
well, obviously that, right? But
your first explanation sounded like, yeah, you know, I'm not really lactose intolerant. Sometimes I always
milk. I always forget like, there's no point in me saying that I don't like milkshakes, right? But what I meant to say is, so even if I do have dairy, there are some times where on a good day, you know, where dairy won't affect me whatsoever. And then there are some days where it definitely does.
Well, and there's also, like, I will say there are different forms of dairy too, because like the milk that I drink all the time is Fairlife, and they take out a lot of the lactose in it, which kind of, like, I don't know, it helps out with the sugar content in it. It actually drops that down a little bit, so there's not as much like sugar in there. God, this is so boring. I don't know why I'm talking about this, but yeah. So they take out the lactate or the lactose or whatever the fuck the thing is that usually makes people's like stomachs hurt and shit. So I don't know. Maybe that's something you could check out one of these days if you still want to make a milkshake or some shit. Fairlife, yeah, Fairlife milk. That's what it's called.
Fairlife.
It's pretty good. They have a chocolate milk that is fire. I will say that.
I love chocolate milk.
Chalky milk is good. Let's be real. Everyone here can agree.
Comfort food. If you don't like that shit, I don't even like chocolate. I don't like chocolate.
But chalky milk.
Some good old chalky milk, dude. Fuck.
So this will be for you, Ryan. So
oh God.
I've told people about like the tilk.
Oh. Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Tilk. Yeah, we aren't going to go into exactly what that is. That's for all of our RSK listeners only.
Hell yeah.
Gotta be a sweet kid to know one.
Dude, a real sweet kid. I tell people that about that, it being like my idea, because I steal it, of course, obviously. And I go into it and like different flavors and everything. And everyone kind of like, that's a thing. Yeah, sure. Tell me how that goes. Except the people that jumped on board was Michelle's cousins. Oh my God, they were right scary. On board. Yo, we can do this, we can do that. I'm like, I don't know how long I could drag this out for.
You're like, my yes anding is falling away to theirs. I don't know how to keep this going.
Yeah, exactly. It runs out after the different flavors.
That's all I have. My bit is over.
Yeah, now it's yours.
Now it's yours. There you go. But yeah, so for those out there who don't know what tilk is, well, tit and milk. There you go. Tilk. That's what it is.
And it's not animal.
There you go. All right. So that's the best description I can give on this show, because this is from the sidelines, and we don't talk about that shit. We're a clean, friendly group of boys who only talk about PG content over here. We're good. YouTube, don't hate us. Please don't fucking demonetize this show. All right. Well, that's it, boys. That's the official week. Brando, we need a cool guy of the week. I don't know. Do you have one ready?
I do. I have a guy. I just don't know his name. I've searched for this kid's name. I don't have his name. He's a gangster, though.
Well, I'll give you a couple more seconds, and you do last-second research as I stall and give you as much time as I physically can. Hatch is going to tell us about the code word of the week. Hatch, the code word of the week is a thing that we do every week to... why don't you explain it, Hatch?
Well, the code word of the week is something we do every single week to get more interaction with our viewers. And, you know, if you ever hear it and you know it, then DM it to us, drop it in the comments, you know, all that good.
It's our way of knowing that you listened to this point in the show, that you didn't click out 30 minutes in. You stayed. You made it.
Exactly.
As one of the homies to the end with us here.
Exactly. So this week's code word of the week is sweat it out, because goddamn am I doing that.
It's a disgusting code word. Sweat it out, fatty. I will also accept airsoft fatty. That's one that I will accept as a code word of the week, is airsoft fatty. So sweat it out. All right, Brandon, I bought you literally the maximum amount of stretching time that I can.
Airsoft fatty is not it.
So it's literally just someone you found on Black People Twitter.
Dude.
This kid's popped up
love that
everywhere
kid.
for me. This kid's popped up.
I only saw this one video of him, but dude, that shit is so fucking funny. That kid is flexing fucking hard.
Oh my god,
he's a gangster.
That kid looks like his fucking dad, like, is part of like the IRA, you know, the Irish fucking whatever mob.
Can I just say the caption of the tweet
might be lacking a chromosome, but that chrome never lacking. Straight up, dude.
I like how I said, "Can I say the caption of the tweet?" But thank you, Hatch. I appreciate that. That was a good job. You kind of broke it up a little bit there.
Practicing
but yeah,
my reading.
Yeah, homie is probably got missing a chromosome, but he's still having a good time. You know, he's having a good time in life. He's doing good.
Fuck yeah, dude. He's happy. He's one of the happiest people there.
Dude, he's making grilled cheeses his night, bro.
Damn, dude.
No one get that reference? Making a cheese?
I'm not making grilled cheese at night, Dad.
I'm making them at night.
Breakfast.
Where you getting the cheese, Danny? I'm making them at night, Dad. God damn. Shane is so fucking funny. One day we'll be like him. Or actually, no, I probably won't because I'm just not naturally that gifted. So yeah, let's wrap this up, boys. We got a cool dude of the week, which was some guy that Brando found on Black People Twitter. Shout out. Wish I knew his name. We got our code word, which is sweat it out. We also got to tell you about the last couple ways that you can support the show. Drop a rating. It's free. Same with a subscription. Both those things, they're free. You don't have to pay any money to, and it helps make us look good in the algorithm. So please take a second to do so. If you listen to the whole show, the amount of time it takes you to do that versus the amount of time listening to the show, it's a fraction. So just go do it real quick. Hit the button.
Calculable.
You could be done right now. Head over to the Patreon as well after you subscribe and drop a rating. On the Patreon, you'll get access to bonus content. We do have some plans for some more of that, more stuff coming out on there. We have a recording for a movie night coming next weekend that's set up for that. We also I'm probably gonna be releasing the Machine Gun Mike interview on there after the Bob Long video is out, so there's gonna be some bonus content stuff coming out shortly up on there, as well as you always get access to the show early. You get ad-free versions. It's definitely worth checking it out over there, seeing if it's worth your time. Head over to patreon.com/mafia_productions. Go see if you want to get signed up today. You can also grab some merch at xxvthelabel.com. We talked about that earlier. We dropped the Stabbers Don't Get Stabbed shirt, as well as the other podcast shirt that we already had up on there. So go check those out. Lastly on my list, we got to talk about our sponsors, Liquid IV. We love them. The great hydration multiplier that comes in literally every freaking flavor underneath the sun. They're great. Brandon's about to kill his. Chug, 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 chug. That's our champion. He drinks Liquid IV every show, and you could drink some too if you head over to liquidiv.com and use that code Mafia_Moffitt. God damn, every week the bottle throw gets better and better. The stash is getting bigger back there.
Imagine one day it just lands straight up.
Just look. Oh shit, and that's when we all freak out. So yeah, head over liquidiv.com, use code Mafia_Moffitt, save 20% off and get free shipping on all of their wonderful flavors. It's going to help keep you hydrated. It's going to keep all the great vitamins and minerals in you to keep you at your peak of performance. So go check it out. You can also use NECTR Energy, which is the other product that we recommend for staying energized out at the field. It's a little caffeine pouch, so it's got caffeine in it as well as neurotropics. It's going to keep you energized and boosted up, and same thing, keep you in that peak performance zone. They got a whole bunch of great flavors. Fresh mango or iced mango, fresh mint, the spearmint one, and then berry blast. I forget what the spearmint flavor is called. But yeah, they have a lot of great options over there at nectar.energy, NECTR.energy. Use code MafiaProductions. You're going to be getting buy two, get one free. So you put three in your cart, you're going to get one for free. You're only going to be paying for two of them. Yeah. I hate that promo. It's the worst thing ever because it's so hard to explain it in this portion of the show. I literally mess it up every single week. But yeah, head over Mafia Productions over there, NECTR Energy. Go pick some up. Grab it today. Buy it.
Oh yeah.
Also go buy things at Weltsclothing or weltsclothing.com. Appreciate the boys over there keeping us laced up. Looking forward to some a couple collaborations and stuff with them later on in the year, so keep an eye out for those. But yeah, we love the stuff they're doing for paintball, so head over to weltsclothing.com, use code FTS, save yourself a little money over there and grab some awesome apparel today. All right, well, that's it's 9:30. I should probably shut up so I don't wake up my nephew, but let's bring this on home, boys. So I don't know about y'all, but That was from the Sidelines podcast episode, 77? Hell yeah. Why are you laughing, Brandon? What's funny over there?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Whoa. All right. I'm sorry.
You little homo? You laughing over there?
Yeah.
Homo sapien.
Oh,
remember the human race. Okay. That's right. And for that, that's Brandon Baird. That's Stephen Hatch. He's to my left. Love him. He's here every single week, although he's sick. And my name's Ryan Mafia Moffat, and we're gonna catch you guys on the next episode, which is gonna be next Tuesday. So tune the fuck on in. Fucking Hatch, bring us on home. It's almost. It was so close. It was so all right. Fucking bye now.